Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has been an honor and privilege to bring to you Apex Legends Championship Series Tournament. It has been my honor as the host, organizer, designer, caster, and you name it, taking care of business for you guys with some great people behind me ready to push forward and bring Apex Legends at its finest to you guys. Today's tournament is one of many that we have planned for the week, and there's so much to get into. Let's roll the intro. Core Battle League is brought to you by madgamer.com. We are an esports organization bringing you only the games that we truly love and that we care about most. This is for the community, by the community. You guys are the stars and the reason we get to do this. And today is going to be special. That's right. I am your host, Mad Gamer. We are just getting started, and it's going to be a crazy day. We have some amazing teams that we've seen before and some new teams. I always like the new teams because they add a different flavor to our events. Last week, we seen one team in particular who's been using Revenant. I want to point them out because I felt like they changed the game drastically and people weren't prepared for that in comp aspect, but it was a really fun and exciting thing for me to see something totally different. We have a lot of great legends, a lot of great weapons, a lot of great methods to win, but it has been an honor and a privilege to bring this to you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it drastically. First and foremost, we're going to jump into our schedule, showcase to you what exactly we have going on for this week. Insane. Today, the 24th, Thursday at 8 p.m. right now, we have our amazing tournament series where all the community is allowed to enter and be a part of this event. Tomorrow at the same time, we have another one of these events that the whole community is allowed to enter and be a part of. Should be exciting for you guys to enjoy exactly what we have to offer. Then on Saturday, it is a treat like no other. We have two events planned for Saturday, and one is very early. If you're one of those guys that wake up early, or maybe you're on the other side of the world and want to play at an early convenience time for yourself, Blowback Lady will be running a tournament with the support of us through our private servers, having an incredible event planned and prepared for you guys. You can go and check it out, and maybe you don't play in it, maybe you just want to show some love to another organizer. All right, everybody is welcome to be a part of this. This is our family of gaming. Then that is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you guys. Looking forward to that. Same Saturday in the nighttime, I will be doing another event as well. All of these give everybody a chance to enter. The winners will be eligible to enter into the majors. So you got 4 events starting today, back to back to back to back, and I will be on every single one, casting for sure and helping organize and keep things flowing for you guys to enjoy. It's gonna be insane. It's the first week we do more than 2 events, and I'm extra excited and humbled to have you guys enjoy and be a part of what we got going on. With that being said, what is this? What are you talking about? What is it? I don't know. Well, let's look at the roadmap just to break it down. You are playing in a tournament series. A tournament series is a way for you to qualify to get into the bigger prizes events. First and foremost, this is a community events where anybody and everybody is eligible to enter and compete. And if you win the community event, you can go ahead and enter and automatically advance to the majors. And the majors are where only the top teams are actually allowed. And they will be competing to get into the championship rounds, where this is literally nothing but the best of the best, all competing to be crowned with the champion's legacy. And you wonder what that is. We'll talk about that more later. Have some important information to go through this week and then be able to announce in more detail about all of this. But yes, you are welcome to join us and to be a part of this. Today we have our teams ready. They're about to play. First map will be Olympus, but we'll have every single map for you, and we will be showcasing every team, trying to see who is the best of the best. We love this very much, and we hope you guys love it as much as we do going forward as we do. So without further ado, that's enough said. I think there's no more talking that needs to be done. We're going to go ahead and get this match started. Before I get started, I would like to take a second to give a big shout out for this Saturday's organizer hosting her own tournament. Blowback Lady is here with me today, honored guest co-host for tonight. Hopefully she stays the whole night and able to get you guys some of her personal takes on Apex and the teams that we have. Hey, Blowback Lady, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Doing
Awesome.
great. Really excited about Saturday. And I'm excited about the event tonight to see what teams move on.
Exactly. The teams move on, and what teams might not make it, they can easily sign up to your event and try to get in on the action and be a part of it. You have a great community. You've been doing this for a while. This isn't new. So we are excited to celebrate you and to be able to lift you up towards private servers and get your community excited for what you do. So thank you for coming. We do have other two guests that are scoreboard leader, management, and pretty much backbones to the events. See, the One UMV is my backbone for these champions legacies. And then we have a newcomer, Denmark, who's going to be helping out where he can with his breakdown and stuff. While they're not going to be commentating officially, we do have them on the channels if they ever want to get in on some talk. Now, speaking of talk, enough talk for today. We're looking live on an overview of Olympus right now. And if it's me, I want to drop somewhere along the edges, a little more safer. I don't want to fight right away. This is a tournament. You want to try to win it. You don't want to worry about getting out there and just showing off, flexing. So what are we doing as far as drops go, if it's for you, Blowback Lady?
Where would the drops go? Well, definitely it'd be on the outside of the map. And I'd want to go there and work my way and rotate around to the center, because that's where the ring will probably end up. But
right.
Also the hotspot. I might do the hotspot if the other teams aren't gonna go that way.
Got you. Speaking of other teams, there's about 4 teams right now about to get hot and heavy, and they're gonna get dangerous very soon in the hydro area. We're gonna see who's the first to attack or what situation they're putting themselves in. Let's look at Supermen. Interesting name here. We're gonna have to start a comic book, Supermen. We're looking at them trying to loot up, but they don't know that there's a team right inside of this area, and they're going to be in a fight very quickly, and it is going to get nasty. And that's what I like to see personally, if you ask me. So right next door, looting up, is Team Retribution. They have been in this tournament before. Unlike Supermen, it's their first time and entering in our tournaments, and now we're going to see what they have against Retribution, who showcased some good action last week and did really well. But they're going to be facing a new team that we don't know anything about. You never know if they're world champions, pro players, or just casually enjoying the game like a lot of us love to do. And here it is, the scan comes in. Bloodhound seeing the action, and it looks like Superman getting surprise attack. And it's really good for Retribution to get the first hits in, pretty much hurting their team captain, Bunch. He's going inside, trying to heal back up. And let's see what happens here in this fight. This will be a good one between these two teams. And nothing like those scans, which are scary. It's one of those things, you have great position, you're set up proper, but then Bloodhound scans you, and you know you're vulnerable. A team can press you or whatever it is they're going to do. And right now, there's no way out of this island. They're both in an island. Unless Retribution decides to back off, they're pinning down Supermen into this house here. And it looks like Retribution wants to try to flank them, but they might be backing off slowly. It looks like they're backing off. They're going to zip line out of there. Again, this is a tournament. The smart thing to do is stay alive. If you can't win the fight right away, it's okay to back off and figure out things on what is happening. And Supermen both survived. Pretty much nobody going down in that situation, which is good for everybody playing. But of course, we want to see a little bit of action, some craziness happen in the games. Personally, me, I'm excited to see these new teams and what they can do against the teams we know and love already in these tournaments. And it looks like Laundromat, who was here before, and they showcased some great stuff. And they're using all they got right now, chasing down a team. They're looking like they're chasing Team Humble, already taking down 2 of their players. And there it is already. Team Humble gets taken out by Team Laundromat. And Laundromat is not alone. Team Big is right next door, and they're about to push this third party. Decent timing. I like what I'm seeing right here. This is a new team from Team Big that I have not seen before, and they're pressing Laundromat right now. And they're going to back out of there with the Gibby Bubble, doing right, perfectly pushing and holding their position against the Laundromat. Speaking of that, the Fraggers coming in also. It's a third party going on right now. Double parties, folks. I like what I'm seeing by these Fraggers. They are coming in hot and heavy. They take down 2 players. Can they finish it off? We don't know. They still have 1 player left that they can try to finish off. Team Big hurting a bit here. When it's a third party like this, it is insane. And man, Fraggers coming in hot, but 2 players down at the moment. Not looking good for them. Team Big getting all their players back up, still in the fight, trying to figure this out. And right there, Team Big getting out of that situation. Smart move. Sometimes you just got to retreat and regroup. And it looks like Fraggers are going to survive this if their teammate can make it back and heal them up. I like what I'm seeing there. Uh-oh. Another scan by a Bloodhound. And this is very dangerous. Once you get scanned, you can get pushed easily when a team sees you have players down. And that's what's happening with Laundromat. Coming back into the fight, saying they want the action. And they're going for it, folks. It is getting real right here. And this is the right move. You want to try to press this team and not allow them to heal up. But so far, so good for Fraggers. They picked up one of the players still alive, and they can revive one of their teammates if they take their time. And here it is, the big fight with a Gibby ult. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? This Team Sentinels coming in hot with Revenant ultimate here, trying to use a Death Totem. And I like what I'm seeing right now by Laundromat. They're taking advantage. One thing that I tell people about the Revenant ult is it can be countered. You can use it yourself if you find it, and then just take a team out and try to eliminate them as they respawn also. So that's what Laundromat is doing, and we're going to see who wins this fight here. Really great hip fire here with the Wingman. Great stuff right there. And Syndicates are not done. They're still in this fight. They got 1 player down, but 2 players up, looking to try and finish Laundromat here if they can. Gonna see a lot more Revenant with his new ability coming soon, which I can't confirm or deny, but we will see. I'm loving it. Team Big, man, this is non-stop action right now. Team Big coming in for the third party. They were down earlier. They left the situation that they had, and they back in the fight. Laundromat down 1 player, and man, it's getting real out here. There's a lot of different situations in play, and I love it. A lot of fights, not a lot of teams actually getting finished. So this is the type of stuff you want to see. Strategic play. You don't want to force the fight if you don't have it. If you can back off and regroup and reset, it's perfect. What are you seeing here, Blowback Lady? Anything interesting? Any teams that you see that might have what it takes?
Well, I mean, we've been mainly focusing on Laundromat and Big right now, and then, which they're all kind of, you know, playing it safe because it's early in the game and they want to win this. I mean, I really think this laundry cartel is looking pretty hot, even though they've got to go respawn their guy, you know. But they've been kind of playing pretty offensively, and I like what I'm seeing. The other team, Big, you know,
is about to fight right now. Just to cut you off, apologies, but Team Frag's about to fight right now. They have a situation here where they're in the ring trying to stay alive from the third-party situation, and they got Gibby ulted but survived it, and now they're just trying to get out. And it's crazy because Team Peach is right next door to them also. Peach Rings looking for some action to try to push this game also. So multiple teams in the areas all looking for the action. And let's just take a quick spin to see where a couple of teams are. 7 Sins getting scammed. They're about to get third party. Is that UMP in the building, folks? Oh my goodness. They are going to fight. These are two great teams that we saw last week perform extremely well. We're going to take a look at Team UMP as they want to push this fight and see if they have what it takes to finish it. It's easier said than done. Overall, the map is starting to close in. After the second round, you've got to see a lot more fights. Look at that. UMP scaring off 7 Sins, taking them into the ring, which is, it's not scaring them off. It's pretty much a very great rotation here. Now they're in the towers, looting up, sitting comfortable. And the thing about towers is there's multiple teams all the time. It's a rotation spot, but also teams like to camp here if it's in the ring and they're able to hold it down. So craziness going on in different areas that we're going to be checking out shortly and seeing who wins these fights. If you want to take a quick look and see what's going on over here with Team ACM, a brand new team that we have not seen in action. They are currently in a fight trying to grief another team, hoping they stay alive. And it looks like Shadow Rats are the ones that they're trying to grief. Shadow Rats holding their position and trying to find a new rotation spot to get to somewhere a little more safer and smarter. And that's the type of play you want to see from them.
Wow.
Right now, very slow pace for these guys, but they want the action. I like what I saw from them. It looks like Hunter Z is in the building again, guys. These guys competed before, and we saw what they could do. But again, it's one of those things where it's super early, and there's a lot left to play. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick look, talk about play. One of the most aggressive teams that we seen last week was UMP. They performed very well, scoring tons of points, getting tons of kills, and they're pushing the pace as we speak right now against SOP. And SOP trying to find a way to stay alive during this fight right here. Only one player alive, and there it is.
Yep, done for.
Nope, he actually escaped somehow, some way. And now he's getting in the vehicle, trying to power through this fight while they're shooting him down. He survived somehow, folks. With literally less than a 1% health, he survived, and using Octane's speed to try to get through. Oh man, SOP, a team who's been around and played with us, showcased some great stuff, but sometimes you face off with a team who just has your number for that moment. It's not every game, but one game they'll catch you, and you want that sweet revenge. And SOP probably understands, you know, it's a 1 versus 3. It's not worth the fight. So they backed off. That being said, Team Big in it right now with BTS. BTS, the top tier team for us. right now they're getting stomped on with only one player still alive, and there it is. Get taken down by Team Big. Is Team Big the team to play with? I don't know, man. They have over 10 kills already, and the game's just begun. There's still 10 teams left, which tells you that might be a team to watch. You got to be very careful with that. Team Big, brand new team. We have no idea who they are, what they're about. We haven't checked in on their profiles to get deeper intel on what they're all about, but man, great stuff so far. You know that Shaq's been in our tournaments before, and Finesse is another great player who's been in our tournaments. And to tell you guys a backstory here, a little bit of drama. I know you guys like the drama. Twitch Finesse, the player you're watching right now, was playing in BTS for a while, and he was actually the team captain. But he's a younger fella who felt like he wanted to play with some other people. There's a deeper backstory that we'll get into at another time when we interview him and talk to him about this. But he decided to leave BTS so that he can join. And look at this. And they wipe another team. They are going insane. Do you guys understand? Right now, they already have 14 kills.
Wow.
So what's crazy about this is that Team BTS has been one of the top teams in our league, but Finesse has left that team and now created a new team of his own. So this team is performing very well on this match, and they will be facing off against BTS, his former team. So interesting small situations that happen that it's probably not really for the audience and more so for me managing these teams and trying to see where they're at and what they want to do with them. And just a quick conversation I had with Finesse about him just want to trying something different. He wants to be extra aggressive, and he's showcasing it here as we speak, pushing a lot of teams and pretty much scoring big on the first game. Now the question is, can they win it? Because a lot of these teams make it to 50, but it's really about finishing the game. So pretty interesting stuff by this team right here, and we will see what they have in the long run, because there's multiple games being played. This is not a one-game tournament. So pretty interesting stuff, and big shout out to BTS, one of the most professional and top teams currently, who's played consistently, and they will be, you know, highlighted within our events and things like that. We're sitting here on the fourth round. It's gonna get crazy, guys. If you guys take a good look, the action is kicking off very shortly, and it's gonna get hot and heavy right now. If you're looking at Team Frag, they're gonna push in on Team Big right here, looking like they want the action. Both teams are very aggressive, and here it is. It starts off a couple good shots, and it's looking like Team Frag is definitely getting hurt in the exchange. Team Big doing a really good job with only one player left. Will they finish him? And they do. Oh my goodness, guys, this is insane. The amount of incredible play by Team Big. I mean, you can't paint a better picture. And we're gonna take a quick look to overview just while we see these final teams. There's only 5 teams left. As you can see, they're all right here with us, and it's still very early, guys. You don't know how this will play out, but we do know one thing: when a team gets aggressive, we love it. So let's see what happens here in the final moments. The action will be taken off. Team UMP on the bottom of this fight that's about to take off, and I don't think they're going to come out of that area. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team above, 7 Sins, to see if they have what it takes to grief these guys. And look at this, as I say it, 7 Sins doing real good there with a quick wipe. And now there's only 4 teams left, as you saw, one right underneath 7 Sins. So 7 Sins has to be very, very careful with this situation. And they keep getting scanned, but it's hard to push a team in the final ring, because when you do, there will be a third party and it will get insane. So far so good by most teams trying to figure out what is happening. We're gonna take a quick peek at Team Hunter, who's fully decked out, looking to try to grief another team. They're on the edge of the map, but they have the ring closest to them, which is a good thing. They don't have to really rotate too heavily, so they might have the best position, but position isn't everything. Right under them is UMP, waiting, smelling blood in the water, trying to find their moment as well. So you never know how this plays out in the end of the day. Team Big trying to grief Hunter, getting a really good shot in there, and they actually really putting in the work right now as they go forward, looking to see if they can take 7 Sins out. And a nice quiet game with a Craver. The team does not notice him. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the Hunter Z might be the ones to win this. If they can get 2 or 3 Craver shots, headshots in there, they're gonna pretty much close the team out and be able to stay in control. Again, the ring is closing. This is the final seconds. This is very dangerous. This is where all the action begins for the finale. We're gonna see who's brave and who has what it takes to finish and win this. Speaking of win this, once again, we'll take a step back and give you guys a bird's eye view. 4 teams left, all just waiting for the moment as the ring closes right now. And you're gonna see all the type of action that you need on this next fight. Here goes the scan. It's going down, folks. Looks like UMP is trying to get into position. They found a really good spot. 7 Sins also in a great area. Hunter's very comfortable. The only team out in the open a bit is Team Big, but this is fine because they can rotate to either side from where they are. They just got to be very, very careful about this. And at the moment, everybody's sitting comfortable, just relaxed, waiting for the ring to close, waiting for their moment. And again, this is the smart thing to do. You want to force a team to make a mistake. You don't want to be the team making the mistake. And as we speak, Hunters are getting pushed by Team Big. Team Big loses 1 player. They're trying to push back Team Hunter, and they're doing a good job here. And they found a way to revive their teammate with the Gibby bubble and stay alive during the situation. Team Hunter did lose a player, but they can revive them if they get a moment. Doesn't look like they're going to. And Team Hunter loses 1 of their players. And this is good for Team Big. Now they can push to the right a little more confidently with only 2 players in their way. So far, this is a patience game, playing smart, waiting for the right moment. And this next final ring is going to be the deciding factor. If you take a quick look, everybody is super comfy in their positions. Nobody's pushing just yet. And as we speak, 7 Sins are looking to push. We're going to take a look at them. And they are getting bombarded, deciding to hold back as the ring closes right where they are. They're looking to get aggressive here, doing some really good damage, but losing a player. And man, it might be a wrap for these guys if they can't find their way into a safer zone. Very uncomfortable spot that they're in. We'll see what happens here. Oh man, the fight is on now. 7 Sins with 1 player left. They get wiped, and great stuff by UMP. Only 2 teams left. It's looking like Team Big versus UMP. The first game of the day. First game of the day. See who can win it. And Biggs with an amazing, I'm talking about amazing game. Incredible. If you take a look at these stats and you see the performance that they had, you talk about 24 kills for Team Big, a newly formed team who just got in for this tournament. It's the first tournament that they've competed in with us. One of their players left his old team and somehow won the first game. Man, oh man, that is insane. You talk about top tier, amazing stuff by these guys right there. That's the type that you want to see from Core Battle League championships. And here we are bringing you nothing but the best. First game, big props and respect to Team Big, holding it down. Man, we got to put some respect on their name. Put some respect on their name. And we have a Blowback Lady who got to see that performance. What do you feel about a 20 bomb?
Wow, I mean, they definitely just took over the whole game. I mean, they were confident in everything they were doing and rotating perfectly, and just to be a team that just formed together, from what you were saying, is pretty impressive. So
Definitely.
I can't wait to see them what they do in game 2.
Yeah, I'm interested. For me, the great part is once you reach 50, then you have to think about winning, because there's some players who can get you lots of kills but can't finish it and win it all. So today we get to see who is and who is not, winners. That's what matters most. So speaking about winners, you can be a winner and join our tournaments, as we have plenty in store for you guys in the coming weeks. But to this week specifically, tonight, this tournament is already popping with some top players showcasing who they are. There's been some teams that fell off early, but that happens. Sometimes the top teams will fall off on the first game, then get a rhythm, and they'll pick up the pace and win it all later. So get ready for some more crazy play as these players warm up and get started. But today's tournament is happening. But if you want to enter in future tournaments like Friday night at 8 p.m. tomorrow, or Saturday at 1 p.m., or Saturday again at 8 p.m., we have 4 tournaments planned for this week, starting with today's event. So you are free to come to all of them. Go over to my Discord, check it out. And we have all the information you need to get you rolling. And that is our schedule. There's more for July. All of July, we will be having tournaments, and August will be our championships. So this is all to get to our championships. So be excited, be ready. Speaking of being ready, we're going to play the actual setup so you could know how this format works, a pre-recorded talk format. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has a very unique format. It is called Match Point, a system that Respawn themselves created for their tournaments. We decided to take that format and add some extra twists to bring more excitement for the community. I'm going to break it down into details to help you understand exactly what to expect. 20 teams will enter into our private lobbies to play Battle Royale. Teams will be facing each other to reach and score 50 points. Once they reach 50 points, that threshold makes them eligible for a chance to win the next game. The way they get to 50 is through placement points and elimination points. Placement points are as follows, as you see on the screen. First place gets 12, second gets 9, third place gets 7, etc., etc. Elimination points are where we add multipliers. The first round, each kill will be 1 point. On the second round, it'll go up to 2. In the third round, it'll go up to 3. As you can tell, each round will boost the number of points you get per elimination, adding more excitement. When a team does reach 50, when they reach the threshold for match point, they are eligible to win the whole game. But the only way they can win is if they place first place after reaching 50. So your team wants to get high placement and as many kills as possible to make it there. The exciting part is, as the rounds progress, kills are worth more points, and they will give other teams chances to catch up if they can perform well. There can only be one winner in this tournament. This isn't a highest score match. This is who can reach 50 and then become first place winners of the next match after reaching 50. This is the format, and we hope you guys enjoy today's tournament. Welcome to Apex Legends by Court Battle League. We have a tournament series where everybody is invited to join. Whether you're PC or console, you can enter these tournaments and have a chance to advance and get into our championship series. The tournament is based off of you guys. We have events every single week for you to enter for free right through our Discord. Head over there, check out the information. Feel free to contact me, Mag Gamer, and I will gladly help you out on how to get involved with this amazing community. And these tournaments have been a blast to organize and cast. So you're looking at the roadmap for our tournament series. The roadmap has many dates. Every single week we will have tournaments. So we don't have these dates here for you, but if you head to our Discord, you can check out our schedule and see when you can enter in our next events. These events are community events, meaning everybody is welcome to join. From here, you will be entering to compete to get into the majors. Just to take a quick look, closer look, these community events are for everyone, and they have a chance to enter into our majors. The details about our community events are pretty simple. It's open to the public. Players can sign up and compete and hope to make it through this qualifier so that they can let's cut that off for a second there. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are ready to go very soon. In 2 seconds, the teams are going, but I wanted to take a minute to show you the scores. This is what we all came here for, right? Nothing else matters. We're looking at Team Big doing big things with 36 points right off the bat. Insane, crazy start, incredible stuff by the team, super aggressive. They just went after everybody. And what happens in tournaments is everybody gets nervous and they play passive. And if you're hiding in a corner and I come to chase you down, you're an easy target for me. So this is pretty much what I think Big did. They pretty much caught the lobby by surprise, and players weren't ready for the fights when everybody should be alert. And you should be the first one attacking and not being attacked. If you have to react, then something went wrong in the situation. So these guys did the right thing and punched everybody in the mouth in the first round. But I've seen this happen before. The question is, will these other teams step up and showcase how great they are and how great they've been in this tournament the past couple weeks that we've been hosting these events for the 5 weeks now. A lot of great teams, great performances, amazing stuff. While that isn't the record, it's pretty high up there in the top 5 best performances we've seen from Big. Right under them is UMP, Seven Sins, Hunter Z, SOP, Laundromat, and everybody else as you see here. With that in mind, we're about to go ahead and get started for the next round, and it is happening. Thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with us. We try to keep all the players and teams on point for this moving forward and faster. Reading our Discord would be the best way for you to learn how to enter, the process goes during the matches, etc., etc. So feel free to get in there. Once again, I'm joined by Blowback Lady, who's going to be doing some commentary as we go along. If you have any questions, go to our Discord. When it comes to the event, our Discord is aware to conversate and to get involved with disputes or questions and things like that. If you're a player or you're just a viewer wanting to know more, head to our Discord for that. But if you're watching this live, we hope you enjoy it. I hope you appreciate it and are excited to be able to see these top tier teams compete and showcase who they are and what they have. We thank everybody who's playing. We hope you continue to work with us as we try to build a healthy, competitive scene. And man, oh man, we're in the best competitive map. This is in my opinion. No, I'm just playing. This is the most nostalgic map, and we just got news from actually Respawn saying that they will be bringing back the old maps for World's Edge and Kings Canyon. This is incredible right here because, you know, Skulltown is one of my favorites. I talk about it every stream, and we're going to see some action. And right now, a couple teams heading over to Map Room, my favorite area to land, and everybody else spreading out just a little bit. It's looking like it's going to get very interesting in Hydro. So let's see how this works out for everybody in these areas. Of course, they're going to be looting, taking their time and making it work. As you see, ACM, a new team, but not a team to sleep on. Everybody has their days. Sometimes you see one great team perform the first round, second round, a whole nother team take over and do something crazy. And it is going to get interesting. And if we see any good action, we have our casters here that can help us navigate through some of the situations. Early on, already seeing some action over here by Shadow. And we're going to take a look at that real quickly, as they have only one player up, two players down right now, and they're just trying to survive this situation. It is not looking good for Shadow, and they got to get out of there. But at the same time, they got to come back for their teammates' banners if they get a chance to survive this. And man, oh man, Hunters Z is coming to hunt Z rats.
That's good.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So right now they're hunting the rats, and we're gonna see what happens. I mean, it's these guys, Hunters, been in our tournaments before and been really great. Shadow's been very professional team who done decent. Ended up 7th, I think, last week. So when they compete, they do have some good performances, and we'll see what happens. Again, still very early on in the game. 19 teams left, and everybody's just trying to loot up. These are the good moments for you to take a moment and strategize where you're going to rotate and how you're going to play. If you want to play passive or you just want to hold the ring and find a good spot. You know, for me, as long as your team is farming your shield, you know, whether you start off with a white and you boost it up as much as you can, just by picking a couple shots off, you don't have to be aggressive. You can just put fear in a team by griefing them and poking at them, trying to get your damage up so that you can evolve your shields. So we'll see what happens. Again, it's still very early, and everybody's sitting comfortable for the most part, trying to find their rotations and do what they do. If we take a quick look right here at Retribution rotating into one of these areas that will be hot and heavy if they end up going that route, and it looks like they will be. So most likely they'll be in some action shortly. As you know, the Sentinels are right next door to them, UMP as well. So 3 teams within their vicinity, and it could get crazy shortly. I always like early fights to get that KP. For tournaments, you're gonna get some KP too, but you also want to try to win it all, because this tournament's about winning. You're gonna try to actually win. You need to be able to finish first.
And the KPs multiply, right, Mag? So they're gonna want to get those more as
Yes,
the rounds
sir.
go.
Round 2. Just sorry to cut you, but yeah. So every round is 2 points, and it's good that Blowback said that real quick. But every round goes up. So first round is 1 point, second round is 2 points per elimination, and it keeps going. So she's definitely right. And what do you see here? Well, how would you play this if you were in it with a team? Would you go for the kills knowing that there's a multiplier, or would you feel comfortable trying to win consistently?
I think I'd want to win consistently, but at the same time, you know, when you get to the third round, you're gonna want to go for kills. You're gonna want to do both, you know. So, I think this is another safe round for many people. But at the same time, you already got the one team that has 36 points. So, I mean, they've almost made match. So, so some of these teams really need to get their scores up, you know. So maybe the KP is the way to go.
Definitely. Yeah, I think I think the second, it's just for you saying that, I would kind of say that the second game is very pivotal, because now that we know a team is that big and in charge right now with 30 plus, you don't want to just be left behind. You don't want to be the team with 10 points and they already almost at 50 or at 50 by the second game. Literally, this second game, they can either win it and get a couple kills, or just get a ton of kills like they did last game. They'll be right at 50. So if we're looking at Team Big right now, they're all rotating into a dangerous area where Hydro, there's a bunch of teams within that vicinity. So we'll see if they are able to survive the fight. They're going to be having multiple fights in this area shortly, and see if they can survive it. And if they do survive it, that'll mean they'll probably hit 50 after wiping out 2 teams. So very interesting scenario for them. Doesn't mean that, you know, they can win it all though, because we've seen plenty of times where these teams fell off, couldn't finish it.
Right.
And ladies always want you to finish, or let them finish. But that's a different conversation. So here we are right here with Team Hunter trying to escape and get into a better position. They're currently trying to get out of the fight that they were in and look at this, they're going to get into another one. So we'll see what happens with these guys right here. Hunter's been in some action. They're one of the first teams to really get into some trouble. And honestly speaking, I feel like we're going to be seeing Big against these guys in a second, because they're both headed in the same direction.
Yeah, Big's at the higher ground. Plus, there is somebody that scanned in the map room, so we have another team that's back behind there.
Exactly. So this is anywhere in the water. Honestly, I always say it with Kings Canyon, any river area with this, which is basically generally the middle of the map, you're in danger. It's not good, because there's so many rotating teams, and it can get very, very crazy for you. So I don't like it. I always stay away from that unless I just have to get through and rotate.
Yeah, and Hunter's team, they definitely don't realize that Big's up there. And then ACM is nearby in the map room as well, focused in on that. So there's just so many teams in the area.
Definitely. I'm interested in the actual Bigs here. They're not doing much on this next round. Last round, I think they kind of slowed their pace down. And speaking of Bigs, Super Smash Bros. First of all, we do not trademark these names. These are players' decisions. And these guys are having the high ground and able to grief another team. We'll see if they have what it takes to shut them down. Bearcats are trying to make a move here, and they use their ultimate. The defensive bombardment by Gibby, and this is a scary thing when it's on your head. Trying to survive this whilst the team is pushing you at the same time could be deadly. Could even kill your own teammates. As you see, Gibby gets hurt by his own, and now he's got to back all the way off, and he gets taken down, and literally his bombardment took almost all of his health off, and the team just threw one grenade and finished him off. And now Bearcats are in trouble, getting pushed by Super Smash Bros. Let's go. And there it is right there. Smash Bros taking him out, but he's not alone. There's 2 players on his side. They actually looking like they're gonna leave him behind and rotate all the way around the map from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, they're batting up, and yeah, they're definitely going to rotate around and try to dip like a potato chip and get out of there. Which they're going to run into BTS, which is just to the east of them.
Yeah, exactly. And BTS, a great team with some very, very, very skilled players, strategic. As you can see, one of them has a Watson. Watson was one of the most popular picks for comp for a long time. And all of a sudden, she slowed down. Things changed a bit. And it's a new world with Octane and all of the different characters becoming the meta now.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
Yep, Valkyrie's definitely top tier material. I'll put her in the top 5. People might disagree with me, but I love her. And it looks like Fraggers are trying to push BTS, but BTS holding down the fort right now. And oh my God, taking down one of Fraggers' players, and they're trying to get in. And man, BTS putting a hurting on the Fraggers here, looking really good for BTS. They're pushing the pace, trying to finish the last player. Looks like they will too. It's going down right now as we speak. BTS showcasing why they have been one of the top teams in these tournaments. Cool little strategy there. Octane's jump pad right at the door so that somebody can't enter until they shoot it, which takes a little bit of time and will notify you. It's a way to play defense with Octane, something that I do often, whether it's staircases and things like that. So good stuff from BTS. They're gonna take that win and then rotate out of there with their ultimate, looking really good. The Bearcats deciding that that was a loss, taking their no longer having their teammate, and now they have to wait it out as BTS rotates into Hydro and sitting comfy on the roof for the next ring. And now they could actually grief Team Bearcats. And actually, speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, the drama is about to unfold. It's also looking like BTS is right next door to Team Big. Team Big, one player decided to leave their group and move on to a new group. And funny enough, they will be battling each other here shortly. They're within the same area, but first BTS is going to keep griefing and try to finish the Bears here and take over that situation. We'll see if Team Big jumps in on this fight and figures it out.
Yeah, well, and BTS has definitely got the God spot. So, unless Big, which I'm not seeing them now. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're fighting another squad.
Yep. So it's a lot of action going on right in this area, and this is what you love. And it looks like BTS smells the blood in the water with those other teams fighting, and they're also still griefing Bears, taking down another one of their players. Oh man, BTS doing a really good job at a great position to hold this high ground for a while. It's one of the best in the area, probably the best in the game when it comes to high ground for this map.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
And it's still pretty interesting. I want to try and look and find out what Big has been up to also, because this is the drama of the day, the backstory of struggles and situations between teams. Let's take a quick look at Team Big as they are in the middle of a fight right now, trying to push the pace and get into some smoke with Team Hunter Z. Hunter Z down a player, but they're still in it to win it. Looking really comfy right now on their escape route as they go forward. And man, Team Big still putting in some work, still being dangerous and deadly here. So we'll see what they can do.
Looks like Bearcats is sneaking in to get their revive of their guy. So now they're back to 2.
Definitely, and that's important, and you can do it. This is one why Crypto, I say, no, we've seen him in the actual ALGS, and teams use him efficiently, showcasing that he can be a viable pick in the tournaments. And don't sleep on him. Speaking of sleep, We're sleeping on Peach right now, who's in a fight right now. They're going down by ACM. ACM, a new team, trying to get in the action and try to make a move and see what they can do. Not so good so far for Peach's rings on this match. Down 2 players, and one is just trying to survive. And he gets almost taken out with literally 1 slither of health. We'll see what happens here. And there it is. Full wipe. Good stuff by ACM as they go forward. And it's looking like UMP is going to go ahead and try to third party this. They're moving in on the action, and they might actually be there right on time before the shield swaps, before anything happens. They can get in on this action and catch somebody off guard, which they just did right now. Their Octane's about to go down. Good stuff by UMP. Even though he's by himself, his teammates are on the lower half of this situation. It was good just to grief the teams. And again, you want to get your shield up. He's already got a red shield, so he's comfy. And sometimes I would switch shields. When I get a red shield, I'll take it off, give it to a teammate, because I know I can farm damage when necessary, and pretty much give all our team red shields if you have a person who's really good with farming damage. And right now, UMP send comfy. Looking like we're going to get some action right now. ACM wants this fight, and it's going to happen right now. There's a lot of situations happening on the other side of the map as well. It's looking like Maniacs are going to get into some trouble, but right now we're going to see ACM for the first time and see what they have as they go. One of their players gets taken down. UMP doing well, trying to survive this situation, picking up one of their teammates comfortably without any worry. And they are going to use their bombardment to try to force the team, if they're pushing them, away. And sometimes that bombardment isn't offensive, it's defensive, and it's very good. And right now we're gonna move on over at the same time and try to catch some other action that is happening while we see this here, because these teams are still fighting for positioning for the ring and trying to hold down certain points. Team Big, multiple kills already, very comfy with their scores. Got 4 points here, maybe 8 points for the finale. And look at this right now, UMP trying to get in and trying to survive with 1 player left. Can they do it? ACM trying to finish off UMP, and they do get third party here. Wow, that's the worst type of situation when you know you're doing good. All of a sudden, teams just come in and grief you while you're in the middle of finishing a team last minute. And it was Big, Team Big, who came in and smelled some blood. Right now, Team Big trying to see what they have. The map is closing. We're in almost the last ring here. Round 5 does get crazy, and we're going to see what Bigs can do here. Can they capitalize and get themselves back into the fight as far as getting to 50 by 2 games? We've seen it before for some amazing teams. And look at this. They're going to be fighting BTS. This is the drama and the storyline of the day. BTS having to replace one of their players because they decided they wanted to make a new team. That team is Team Big. But wow, BTS surviving but running into Team Laundromat and getting taken out. Now it's looking like the last 5 teams are going to be insane with UMP, Laundromat, Minty Maniacs, Hunter Z, and Team Big, all looking to try to win this thing.
During this whole time, Laundromat has stayed in the map room area. They've stayed on the roof, they've scanned several times, and they have just stayed there with pretty good placement, you know?
Exactly. And this is not even just placement. You see they all have purple shields. They didn't have to rotate much. Right. You can just pick off shots, grief people, and get your shield up from white to blue, from blue to purple, from purple to red, if you're good enough by griefing other players to get your damage.
Yeah, Big is now going in and attacking them, or at least trying to.
Yes, they are, and this is a very aggressive team, which is fun to see. But can it win it all? We'll find out in the long run here as we go. Right now, they're going to go ahead and try to attack here. Tell me what is your thoughts on this final ring here?
Well, I'm a little afraid that somebody's going to come behind Big here, the other team that's left. And, I mean, but then again, they're aggressive, you know, so... Well, this is it. I didn't realize the other team that was it.
There it is. Last two teams for the win. Who has what it takes? Team Big. Big Laundry. That's what we're going to call it.
Big laundry.
It's a big laundry day. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a laundry day on stream for you guys. It's looking really smooth from Big trying to get in here. Actually, they're pressing the issue and forcing Laundry back and further into the area. And look at this great sneak attack, taking down one of their players. Laundromat, really good. And a bombardment's coming out. They're going to have to push back or get in. This is a decision-making moment for Team Big. And I like what they did there to kind of force Bigs to either push or fall back. And right now, it's looking really good for Team Big. Once again, 2 in a row. The first time since last week we've had one team do the same thing, Team Minty Maniacs. And now Team Big joins them by winning 2 in a row. The first 2 games of the day. That will guarantee them 50 points.
We'll just need one more game to win it.
That would be the first time in our tournaments that somebody wins in 3 games if they can win the next game. And it'll be the first time a team wins 3 in a row, actually.
That's crazy.
So we will see. I mean, this lobby is stacked with a bunch of great players and a bunch of great teams. So do not sleep or believe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just take a moment to give a thanks to everybody who's competing in these events. We appreciate you guys. We know how much time it takes to get good at the game and how much time it takes to make sure you know exactly our rules, settings, and formats on how we try to run these things. We do them every week for the community for free. You're free to enter. I am your host, Mad Gamer. This is Court Battle League's Champions Legacy Tournament Series. And man, oh man, we are just getting started. We're going to be showing you guys a quick video to show you how this all works when it comes to the format, and then also the roadmap for you to get in and be able to compete in these tournaments as we go forward. If you're interested, go to our Discord and get involved in there. If you're a player playing in these tournaments, please hit me up on the Discord with any issues that you have. If you're a viewer and you just want to support, come over to the Discord, say hello. That's where the place to be, guys. And go ahead and enjoy this quick breakdown of what this is all about when it comes to the tournament. Welcome to Apex Legends by Court Battle League. We have a tournament series where everybody is invited to join. Whether you're PC or console, you can enter these tournaments and have a chance to advance and get into our championship series. The tournament is based off of you guys. We have events every single week for you to enter for free right through our Discord. Head over there, check out the information. Feel free to contact me, Mad Gamer, and I will gladly help you out on how to get involved with this amazing community. And these tournaments have been a blast to organize and cast. So you're looking at the roadmap for our tournament series. The roadmap has many dates. Every single week we will have tournaments. So we don't have these dates here for you, but if you head to our Discord, you can check out our schedule and see when you can enter in our next events. These events are community events, meaning everybody is welcome to join. From here, you will be entering to compete to get into the majors. just to take a closer look, these community events are for everyone and they have a chance to enter into our majors. The details about our community events are pretty simple. It's open to the public. Players can sign up and compete and hope to make it through this qualifier so that they can get into the majors. You wonder what the majors are. These are where only the top teams are able to enter. So once you win the community events, you will automatically be entered and advance to the majors. Majors will have an invite-only process. Moving on is after you make it into the majors, if you can win that, you will go into the championship rounds. These rounds are amazing with top-tier teams and players. Only the best of the best and the winners of our majors will be able to compete in the championship rounds. This is going to be something that Core Battle League is excited to bring to you guys, and we can't wait to see who gets crowned the Champions Legacy. Taking a step back and looking at all of the roadmap, you, the community from here, will have a chance to compete in our tournaments to get into the majors. The majors will be announced sometime in July, and we will have you guys ready to go for the championships in August. So far, it's been an exciting time, and we have a lot more in store for you guys with this event, and we hope you enjoy our tournaments as they go on. This video will be used for the community to understand exactly what we have to offer. Once again, everybody is welcome to join these. They are every single week. They are free on every platform. If you have any questions, head over to the Discord, get all the information you need, and join us as we enjoy Apex Legends together. As your commissioner and your caster, this is Mad Gamer thanking you, and we hope you enjoy. Let's talk format. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has a very unique format. It is called Match Point, a system that Respawn themselves created for their tournaments. We decided to take that format and add some extra twists to bring more excitement for the community. I'm going to break it down into details to help you understand exactly what to expect. 20 teams will enter into our private lobbies to play Battle Royale. Teams will be facing each other to reach and score 50 points. Once they reach 50 points, that threshold makes them eligible for a chance to win the next game. The way they get to 50 is through placement points and elimination points. Placement points are as follows, as you see on the screen. First place gets 12, second gets 9, third place gets 7, etc., etc. Elimination points are where we add multipliers. The first round, each kill will be 1 point. On the second round, it'll go up to 2. In the third round, it'll go up to 3. As you can tell, each round will boost the number of points you get per elimination, adding more excitement. When a team does reach 50, when they reach the threshold for match point, they are eligible to win the whole game. But the only way they can win is if they place first place after reaching 50. So your team wants to get high placement and as many kills as possible to make it there. The exciting part is, as the rounds progress, kills are worth more points, and they will give other teams chances to catch up if they can perform well. There can only be one winner in this tournament. This isn't a highest score match. This is who can reach 50 and then become first place winners of the next match after reaching 50. This is the format, and we hope you guys enjoy today's tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to those pre-recorded audios for you guys, so you can know what the format is, so you can know what we're playing for, and all of that good stuff. One last reminder, which is the schedule that I want to do live. We have 4 events today, this event, tomorrow, the next event at the same time, 8 o'clock for Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then Saturday night we got a double header at 8 p.m. So you can sign up to all of those events if you want. If you win, you advance to the majors, or you can get completely eliminated. That being said, I am your host. We're about to start off on the next game. We just got one player situation that we need to work out, and we'll figure that out very shortly and get things going from there. Thank you guys for tuning in and being with us. We hope everybody's enjoying the stream. If there's any players in the chat that wants to go over to the Discord and talk to us about any issues you have, please do so. You know where to reach us. If you're a viewer and just want to support us and be a part of our community, come over to our Discord as well. It's always in the chat live for you to get involved and be a part of what we do. This is for you, by you, aka us. So let's do what it do. Thank you guys for tuning in and enjoying this journey. We had 2 incredible games, and we're gonna look at the scores and then see something insane, and you're gonna be like, wow, this has been a wild tournament so far. Insane and madness. Let's give a big thank you to the one and only See the One You Envy, who's been doing these leaderboards for me since the start of this and carrying me with her backbone, strong as the backbone of what we do here. Check out these scores. Team Big with 70 points. And if you've been paying attention, you know exactly what that means. They have passed the 50-point mark, which gives them a chance to be eligible to win it all. They are the only team who's past 50, which means game 3, if they win it all and become #1 team on this next match, then they will take the throne for today. We've never had a team win in the 3rd game. So we are lucky enough to have suspense and maybe a thriller or some horror as another team comes along and dominates. We don't know, but we will find out shortly. Right beneath them is UMP with 41 points. They literally need 9 points. And what's wild about today, 9 points can be easily scored. You wipe out one team, each elimination will be 3 points. So you're able to actually win and get to 50 with one team wipe if you're UMP. So pay attention to them. They're the only other team that possibly can make it, unless these teams right below them like Hunter Z and Laundromat Cartel, who have 21 each, can somehow score 30 points, well, 29 to be exact, and they'll be able to get in there. We've seen people score way more than that in a game if they go crazy, and with this multiplier, it is very easy to do so. Underneath them, the sleeper team at 5, BTS, always top tier material every tournament, and they're still doing really good here. Regrouping, picking up a new player, and still performing for us, becoming 5th. And underneath that, as you can see, all the scores, you can check that out for yourself through the link. But we are getting started, and we're gonna see what everybody has. And it's my favorite map. Why? Because it's controlled. There's a lot of areas where you have to win over. You can't just rotate mad crazy the way you can in Kings Canyon. So, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. We are officially here in the one and only World's Edge. And let's take a look. We have Blowback Lady as a commentator. Big thank you to Denmark and See the One You Envy, as Denmark is getting ready to do some scores on Saturday, practicing, and See the One You Envy is taking control of today, as usual, the backbone of all of our scores and players being organized. And right now, we're already seeing some drops, and it's looking real hot right now. It's gonna get deadly here, which this is what I like to see, when teams just go for it. And it's happening right now. The syndicates are gonna be fighting against Humble Ace, and we'll see what they have. I've seen both these teams go against each other multiple times, and man, it's always fun because they are great teams. We'll see what they have. Blowback Lady, what are you feeling about this map, this game, knowing there's only one team eligible to win it all? Exactly. Definitely insane and craziness happening. All right, as we speak, it's looking like not a good look for these guys as they're fighting. There's multiple teams here. Shadow Rats getting hit hard, and then SOP battling against ACM, trying to find their way and get into better position right now. And it looks like ACM is down 2 players. It's not looking really good for them, but SOP in charge of this situation. They're gonna go ahead and push this and try to stay in control, and this is the smart move to make. You want to get those extra points. You want to try to just wipe out these teams and push them to the next level. Oh, be careful what you wish for, because it looks like AMC's thirsting and trying to get some work done. Can they finish this here? It's a Gibby Bubble fight, and I love it. This is one of my favorite fights here. Only top tier players can do it right. And man, oh man. And as we say so, SOP getting back on the map. They were 10th with 6 points. They just wiped out a full team. That gives them more than enough points in this game 3. As we update the display here, game 3, each kill worth 3 points. So right there, they already got 9 points with that one wipe. Looking pretty good for them. We're gonna rotate out and check out the syndicates, as they are currently in a battle, trying to figure out what is going on with them. They got hit from the side, they jumped into the building. Now they're safe, but it is dangerous out there, and they are getting hunted by the hunters. And once again, these hunters super aggressive every round. They're looking pretty good also when it comes to that aggression paying off, because they have 21 points at the moment. Syndicates are looking to stay alive here, but if I was syndicates, I would try to find a way to push them a bit. Don't just hold off. Don't let them get comfortable. Get on their face.
Too, but it looks like they're probably going to back off anyways. The syndicates are going to take a different approach. They're going to see where the final ring is, where the next ring is.
Exactly, and that's smart. Again, guys, fighting isn't always the answer. This is a battle royale. It's about surviving. Of course, you want to take the fights and be the first to initiate something. You don't want to be the one getting surprised. But if you can back off and reset and get better position, it's always a good move. So these two guys deciding to get out of there is pretty good so far. We're going to keep an eye out on Team Big. The reason for that is because they are actually the only team eligible to win it all. And it's still pretty early. There's 16 teams left. But, man, you got to pay close attention and make sure you're in the right mindset when you're playing. Team Big taking their time and doing the right thing here. I like what they're doing. We're going to take a look at the one and only Team Retribution. I got to find out what this name means to them. Might be something deep for us, right? And they're actually fighting Smash Bros. And you know, everybody loves Smash Bros. One way or another, the game. But this team, team taking the name. I don't know if they work with Nintendo here, but man, they're an awesome name. That's all I can say. But at the moment, Retribution keeping them back, pushing them away from the situation. Just smart play by them. Speaking of smart play, there's a fight going on right now. Team Humble trying to survive. They got a player down. We're gonna take a look to see what they can do to survive this and win this, because, and this is actually Humble Aces. There's 2 teams in our tournaments. One is the sister of the situation. It looks like they're about to get into it with the Hunters, but I'm not sure the Hunters want that. It looked like they're gonna rotate out of that fight and move forward, which is a smart move. Personally, if I don't have the advantage or I didn't get a surprise on you, I don't want to fight in the same playing field. I want to make sure it's a winning battle each time.
Yeah, it looks like Big Hide is the one you envy. I think they're trying to hide it out this round and try to just make it to the end so they can win. I hope people find them and just double
Take them
team
down.
I mean, yeah, so we can go to game 4, you know, make it fun and exciting for everyone else, you know, and everyone don't get discouraged, because again, you can catch up real quick.
Very quickly with the multipliers. She's actually very right. Specifically made it so this way, the rules, to add excitement but also give people chances. So multipliers are all about giving anybody a chance to compete and to be able to. And look at this as we talk. I'm liking the tactical from Wraith while she's zipping up. Rarely get to see that, and I liked it. It was properly used, because they were going to get beamed, and Hunter's rotating into the ring as we speak. And yeah, she's 100% right. I should have Biggs also on the side, guys, if y'all want to go back to that. I'm looking at them at the same time as we watch this gameplay that you're getting to see. As you can see, they're relaxing, throwing emotes, kind of worrying about winning the game and taking their time. And that's a live feed of what they're doing comfortably, worrying about surviving and making it to the final fights. When it's the last 5 teams or so is when you can start to master plan your finish and know where you're gonna take that last fight. So pretty interesting. The one thing that does happen, as you can see, they don't have purple shields, they don't have red shields, they haven't been aggressive. At this point in the last 2 games, they've all had red shields, they've all been dominating the lobby.
About running UMP.
Yeah. So UMP, speaking of UMP, let's go ahead and look at them from their point of view. And man, it's gonna get crazy right now. 2 Gibby bubbles together, and it's looking like Big wants to back off. This is the first time we see them play defensive. How good are they defensively? We're gonna find out. They need to turn that switch back on to defense, to offense. The best defense is offense. And right now, one player, Finesse, who betrayed his team and left to create this team, gets taken down and completely wiped out of it. They have to recover his banner. It's not looking good for Team Big. This could be the game changer. This could be everything. UMP about to win this match for the lobby as far as taking out the team. This is the one thing that everybody in the lobby wants, to finish off Big, because they won't be able to win it all. And it's looking like Big is playing very defensive. They're very scared here. And another player goes down. 2 down. There's hope for you. There is hope for you all. Oh my goodness. UMP somehow. Amazing stuff by these guys, just performing at their finest. They performed very well last week, and they're back again performing well. They are actually with 41 points, and those 3 kills right there has put them, those 2 kills have almost put them at 50. They literally need 1 more kill or placement, and right now they don't have the placement for it just yet, but they will be right there. And it's looking like BTS is coming in for the fight. They got a Revenant. It's gonna get crazy. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Loving what I'm seeing with BTS right here, pulling out a Revenant. We rarely get to see him. He's a fun one to watch, terrorizing teams when they do use him. Something that myself do not appreciate. When I see one, I call it out. I start screaming and get hyper, because I know how bad things can turn out if you don't take advantage and counter the death totem by getting to the death totem and using it against them also. So right now, BTS didn't get to do anything against UMP, but there is Big picking up the banners. He got both banners. There's still hope for Big. Team Big can still win this. They have one player and both their banners. They're inside the same building looking to get out and find a rotation so they can revive their teammates. Oh my goodness. Talk about great stuff right now. And that right there, UMP allowed Big to pick up their players. This is a dangerous situation, and now they revive both players shortly. Can they do it? We'll see. Man, that is insane. And they're going to go ahead and get to the next respawn beacon to try to revive their teammates. And while we speak about that, it looks like Retribution is about to bump heads with multiple teams in this area. And man, it's a pretty deadly area. We have all the top teams in one funneled position right here, and it's gonna get crazy. Team Humble doing the right thing, rotating out of there, pushing the pace, trying to find the angle and trying to keep this alive. Man, talk about amazing stuff so far. Big somehow surviving it with only one player, and they're just striving for excellence. If you want to see what's going on, we're gonna take a sneak peek right now. This Gibby is losing a lot of weight. They're chasing him and he's getting hit. He's a heavy fella, but he's running like a maniac for his life with his teammates' banners, trying to stay alive and win this fight. If he somehow does this, I will be inspired, amazed, and just wow. And he's getting hurt pretty bad, and they're just coming after him. And it's game 4. Game 4, ladies and gentlemen. The lobby saved the night. We never had a game 3 finish, and now we're going to game 4 for sure. Now everybody on the lobby, let's calm down. I need a breath. I need to breathe. Blowback lady, I need to breathe.
Breathe. You got this.
Oh,
I can't believe they just got eliminated, but that was like that was hilarious though. In all honesty, and here comes freaking UMP's getting attacked.
UMP is the saviors of this lobby. You have to give them credit, and we're going to pay attention to them a little bit here. And they actually have a nice high ground here, and it looks like they can keep this for a little while because the ring is closing. But there's 4 teams right coming towards them. That's going to be crazy to hold that by themselves. I don't know if they want to, which they're going to move deeper into the ring. Smart move. UMP, the MVPs of this lobby, guys. They took out 2 of Big's players and made it difficult for them to win. Now we're getting a game 4. It was a very exciting situation. We saw Gibby running for his life for the last 10 minutes. And man, he lost a lot of weight. Give him props, man. For a big guy, he can run. Did a 5K run right there. He couldn't make it though. And man, BTS is still in the fight. And man, BTS might come right back up in this match. They have multiple kills, and one of their players do get down, and they're trying to figure out before the push comes. It's about to get crazy in here, and it's looking like UMP once again slaughtering teams. And that right there, that last wipe puts them above 50. So that means game 4, they will be eligible for match point and the win if they can get first place on the next game. So far so good for UMP, the MVPs of this game, and helping the lobby take it to the next level when it comes to surviving. Man. So let's take a quick spin around the block. We got Supermen, and they are trying to get aggressive here. They see a team, but they're laying at slow pace here, looking for some shots. They couldn't get it, and now they got to rotate into the ring also, which is always a problem when you have a team that knows you're there, can grief you and push you back. 7 Sins down 2 players. Doesn't look like they're gonna pick their player up. The ring is closing. It's the 3rd ring. It starts to hurt a lot. There's a team right above them. Swoosh. And somehow they survived that situation without getting noticed. And right now, Superman just sitting comfortable. We're gonna take a spin around. Look at this. Shadow Rats trying to survive, and they get back into the ring. They're getting chased, hit from all over. They get taken down by Team Fraggers, and it's looking like Fraggers are in the ring, and they're probably gonna go down in there unless they be very, very careful. Retribution sitting comfortable. All these teams stacked up, but everybody has a decent position for the rest of the match. UMP trying to get into position, and they're going to pick up another fight right here. I mean, UMP's comfortable, and they've done their job to get to 50. And this next match will be the answer for them, man. It's pretty amazing what they did on this last one. I honestly thought we were going to see the first game ever being won in the third round. In the third game, Biggs was so incredible. They did a great job, and they just couldn't pull it off at the end. And that tells you what I told you guys about, oh, there's a kill multiplier, everybody's gonna go for kills. Sure, but can they win? Can they win is the question.
Oh, where are these guys going? Humble Ace going off the map a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but it's not easy, because it takes like 20% off of you each time you go in there. I think it's worse than the Octane. And look at this, they're pushing. Humble Aces deciding to push UMP. UMP's a little bit on fire right now. This is the type of team you know when you see are really hot. That's the type of team you don't want to face in a gun battle up and up, unless you got a higher advantage on them. And it doesn't look like it. Humble Aces doing pretty good, taking out one of UMP's players, but UMP slaughtering the house here with one.
Oh, PK shot.
It's a one-on-one right now.
Boom.
UMP somehow surviving that situation, but it's looking like, what is this when your parent team comes to the rescue to try to get revenge? Everybody stacked up on this area right here, and it's gonna get crazy for Humble as they're pushing right now to try to take this third party. Doing really good against Superman, pushing them back, but it's looking like Superman is stuck between fraggers. And now it's going to be UMP and fraggers, because Superman get completely wiped. And I don't think fraggers knew that they were there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. So many teams going to battle right now in this second. The scans are in. Everybody's looking for the fights. UMP terrorizing the lobby right now. Wow. Talk about top tier play. Fragger somehow still alive, but UMP slowly picking them off. And right now, this is not looking good for Fragger. They have nowhere to go without having to fight a team off to get up top. And they got to just find some type of rotation. They only have Octane's pad. Somebody like Valkyrie could have saved them, but it's not looking good. And right now, slow pace moment, but 4 teams left and everybody's just trying to survive. Do not sleep on teams with 2 players. Even 1 player can win the whole game. Can catch the last 2 teams fighting, get in there and fight with them, and pretty much cause chaos and finish it off. I've done it plenty of times, and it's so much fun, and it's exciting. Very challenging, but exciting. And Team Humble, Maniacs, all comfy. UMP, the only team being aggressive, pushing the pace, and they're just been on a tear. I love the way they're playing. They're very aggressive. They're going to go ahead and try to finish this off, folks. I feel like they're going to be the team to beat in this situation. But I do like Maniacs sitting comfortably below, letting everybody fight, and pretty much waiting for the finale. Then you have Team Humble here, who's also doing the same thing from above, right underneath Team Maniac. So, couple of teams in the same vicinity, and it's gonna get a little bit hairy shortly here as the final ring's about to get started. Team Frag just cooling, trying to survive. Maniacs coming in. And there it is right there. Team UMP, again, putting out insane amounts of damage and making other teams use their Gibby Bubble and all of their utilities. Basically gives you an advantage at the end here, because now you don't have your Gibby Bubble, you don't have your bombardment, and then all of a sudden, all you got left is your gun. And that's not always enough. Team Humble trying to stay alive with two teams pressing them from the top and the bottom, somehow staying alive. I would throw my bombardment right on top of them here, but I would save it also just for when the pressure starts cooking coming up shortly here. All four teams still alive, just relaxing, taking their time, trying to figure out what is the best rotation. You want to rotate into a team who's getting hit by another team and take them out. And right now, there it is. Humble deciding to get underneath, and they're going to have a fight with Maniacs in a second, while UMP's up top, and they will be fighting another team. It's looking like Humble already in a fight with Maniacs. Maniacs just trying to pop some shots and force their hand here. Pretty good stuff by Humble. They still got their players up, but man, that ring is closing in on them. They're gonna have to get in tighter, or it's gonna be all over. Again, this play right here might be a little slow for you, but it's the most intense moments, and every decision you make, whether you take a step forward, back, you use your grenade, you use your tactical, can cost your team the win or the loss. So this is the best right here, because this shows you who has the IQ, the critical decision making on the final seconds here. The ring will close down shortly, and everybody has to fight automatically. And here it is, UMP getting in with the Gibby bubble, looking for the fight. I'm sorry, Humble going up against UMP here, and it's looking like right now it's a 2-on-2. Both teams did some work here, and they're gonna get third party in a second. You can believe it. Looking really good for Humble. They wipe out, and as I say, that fraggers are coming in to clean them up, doing a good job here, not allowing them to heal, and they take them out. And here it is, fraggers versus Maniacs. Maniacs with only 2 players trying to finish this fight and get in there, and then they're gonna do it. Minty Maniacs, as we said, incredible stuff, sneaking up and hiding out for the last seconds. Smart decision making, incredible.
That was insane. I didn't even think they had a chance, nor Fraggers to be the second team at the end, you know?
Yes, it is one of those things in those last minutes. Every decision you make will cost you or reward you, depending on how smart of a player you can be. And the decisions that you make are vital if you don't do it right. So we saw it. It was great for both teams at the finale there. They both had a good chance, but that last third party, it was a third party on a third party on a third party situation, and it was perfectly done right there by Minty Maniacs. And those guys had 15 points. They won this game, which is 12 plus those kills that they've got on that last round. I mean, they're probably going to be at 50 also. Who knows how many teams are going to be making it to 50 shortly. We had 2 teams at 21, which was Hunter Z and Laundromat. Then we had Maniacs at 15, BTS at 17, and of course UMP performed incredibly. They had 41, so they're pretty much going to be making match point very shortly here. So a lot of great teams doing their job. We're going to get you guys the scores. We're going to get you guys everything you need. I'm going to take a moment here and make sure everybody knows what is happening. We've had a good run so far, some incredible games. We're going to go ahead and play one more on this server, and then we're going to switch it over to the next server and get it going. So take a quick second and look at our trailer about our roadmap to the championship so you can know how's it all going. Welcome to Apex Legends by Court Battle League. We have a tournament series where everybody is invited to join. Whether you're PC or console, you can enter these tournaments and have a chance to advance and get into our championship series. The tournament is based off of you guys. We have events every single week for you to enter for free right through our Discord. Head over there, check out the information. Feel free to contact me, Mad Gamer, and I will gladly help you out on how to get involved with this amazing community. And these tournaments have been a blast to organize and cast. So you're looking at the roadmap for our tournament series. The roadmap has many dates. Every single week we will have tournaments. So we don't have these dates here for you, but if you head to our Discord, you can check out our schedule and see when you can enter in our next events. These events are community events, meaning everybody is welcome to join. From here, you will be entering to compete to get into the majors. Just to take a quick look, closer look, these community events are for everyone and they have a chance to enter into our majors. The details about our community events are pretty simple. It's open to the public. Players can sign up and compete and hope to make it through this qualifier so that they can get into the majors. You wonder what the majors are. These are where only the top teams are able to enter. So once you win the community events, you will automatically be entered and advanced to the majors. Majors will have an invite-only process. Moving on is after you make it into the majors, if you can win that, you will go into the championship rounds. These rounds are amazing with top tier teams and players. Only the best of the best and the winners of our majors will be able to compete in the championship rounds. This is going to be something that Core Battle League is excited to bring to you guys, and we can't wait to see who gets crowned the Champions Legacy. Taking a step back and looking at all of the roadmap, you, the community from here, will have a chance to compete in our tournaments to get into the majors. The majors will be announced sometime in July, and we will have you guys ready to go for the championships in August. So far, it's been an exciting time, and we have a lot more in store for you guys with this event, and we hope you enjoy our tournaments as they go on. This video will be used for the community to understand exactly what we have to offer. Once again, everybody is welcome to join these. They are every single week. They are free on every platform. If you have any questions, head over to the Discord, get all the information you need, and join us as we enjoy Apex Legends together. As your commissioner and your caster, this is Mad Gamer thanking you, and we hope you enjoy. Let's talk format. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has a very unique format. It is called Match Point, a system that Respawn themselves created for their tournaments. We decided to take that format and add some extra twists to bring more excitement for the community. I'm going to break it down into details to help you understand exactly what to expect. 20 teams will enter into our private lobbies to play Battle Royale. Teams will be facing each other to reach and score 50 points. Once they reach 50 points, that threshold makes them eligible for a chance to win the next game. The way they get to 50 is through placement points and elimination points. Placement points are as follows, as you see on the screen. First place gets 12, second gets 9, third place gets 7, etc., etc. Elimination points are where we add multipliers. The first round, each kill will be 1 point. On the second round, it'll go up to 2. In the third round, it'll go up to 3. As you can tell, each round will boost the number of points you get per elimination, adding more excitement. When a team does reach 50, when they reach the threshold for match point, they are eligible to win the whole game. But the only way they can win is if they place first place after reaching 50. So your team wants to get high placement and as many kills as possible to make it there. The exciting part is, as the rounds progress, kills are worth more points, and they will give other teams chances to catch up if they can perform well. There can only be one winner in this tournament. This isn't a highest score match. This is who can reach 50 and then become first place winners of the next match after reaching 50. This is the format, and we hope you guys enjoy today's tournament.
Taylor055 says 3. Taylor055 says
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome. I'm giving you guys a chance to look at that scoreboard so you can see what is really going on. I know you're excited like I'm excited. You got Team Big and UMP with match points. Once you reach 50, you are eligible to win it all. You have to be number 1 to win it all. And right now we're looking at 2 teams who have the chance to finish this with match point. Will they be able to get there? We will see shortly. But these are the only 2 teams that are eligible to win on the next game. But as we saw, sometimes they can get spoiled. And you got Team Humble with 49 points. Looking deadly, doing something special. Minty Maniacs with 47 points, sitting pretty. The Fraggers with 29 points. And we're going to get started, as it looks like some teams, that's it. We're going to just get it started, guys. You have to go. This next game is for all the marbles, sort of. We will see if Team Big or UMP can be number 1 on this next game. They win this event today and they will advance to the majors. But ladies and gentlemen, it is not just them looking to win. So all of the other teams can actually still compete. All right, we have Humble with 49. Literally, all they have to do is get 1 kill for the next game and they'll be right there for the win. So it's very interesting because we don't have the answers on who is going to do it. We saw last game, Big could have got it, but UMP found a way to take them out and keep the event alive. So every team in this match right now, even the teams with only 1 or 2 points, can score big and win it all.
Yeah, they gotta take down Team Big with Twitch, Finesse, Cool Shanks, and I forgot the other one given.
Exactly. So It's going to get interesting. Once again, we're playing on Olympus. Keep switching up the maps, giving everybody a chance to feel it out. Olympus is one of those really great visually pleasing maps. You know, a lot of greenery, some blue. Just overall, when you look at it from the overview that we're looking at it right now, you get to see an amazing map with interesting areas. You know, Fight Night and so many others. I am excited about this next run to see where everybody goes. Again, everybody that's playing has a chance to win it all as we go forward. They can easily just come back and close out the last 2 teams that are eligible and then find their way into the championships. Let's see what's happening here as we go forward with a lot of great teams already in Fight Night, one of the funniest and fun areas to battle in as they go forward here. AMC getting taken and some hits from SOP. Oh man, SOP getting 2 kills there. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 points per elimination on this round, which gives you the multiplier and gives you the chance to catch on up. So as we speak, SOP, who were 8th overall with 24 points, just scored themselves 8 points, bringing them up a lot higher into the 30-point bracket, 32 points to be exact. Doing pretty good for them, and there's multiple teams in this area, so we'll see what happens. I want to take a look at the most active situation right now where Shadow Rats are trying to stay alive, and they might have to ride it out. They recovered their teammates' banners. They're getting chased at the moment. If we take a look from above, they are definitely getting chased, and it looks like Revenant will have to die again, folks. If you know his storyline and lore, he keeps dying and coming back because they have copied his brain and pretty much keeping him alive in a certain way. The torture of him never being able to die. Long story there, but man, he's getting chased and he gets taken out. Great stuff right now. Doing really good right here. I like what I'm seeing. And this spectator team, that is not their official name. But as we talk about that laundromat getting hit hard by BTS. BTS, a sleeper team who's number 6 with 27 points, coming in for the third party push right there. And they're going up against Laundromat, and it might get crazy for them in a second. Laundromat, 1 player down, getting up top. You know, Bonsai is always action. If you come here, it's because you want some kill points, and this is what these 2 teams need to do if they want to get back up. Laundromat specifically with 21 points right now, and BTS sitting with 27 before this round gets tallied up to see what they have. And again, 1 good round can get them into the 50 mark, and we'll see what happens from there. So far, so good. I'm loving it. Same McDonald's though. We'll take a sponsorship though. And right now I want to take a quick look at these teams who are eligible. You got to note that UMP has been some of the best performances of the night, and it looks like they're going to be casual today, relaxing, taking their time instead of pushing the pace the way they have been. And it's because they have the chance to win it all. They don't have to really do much. And we can just take a quick look at them, and you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing here. This player's relaxed. These guys are happy. But they know that they're eligible to win it all. They don't have to do much for the moment. Just taking their time, resting up, recovering, drinking, making sure they drink water and stretch every couple hours. A little something. But yeah, so Laundromat's in here still in this situation with BTS, and both teams want to move up in the bracket, so if they can get these kills, they'll sit comfortable. The problem is Laundromat lost a player officially. They're only going to be 2 players now. They let their timer run out for the banner, and they couldn't do anything. And BTS deciding to rotate. Will they rotate into the fight? Oh yes, BTS wants to win, ladies and gentlemen. They want to win, folks, and they have 27 points. If they can wipe this team out, they'll be right there in the thick of it, very close to 50. 2 versus 3. They're making this team run for their lives right now. Laundromat got some dirty laundry that they need to clean up. It's looking real good for BTS, sitting comfy as the Mr. Clean team and pushing these guys back.
Oh, but is he get away?
Can he get away is the question. I mean, the vehicle is always very good with that boost to start off to get you far enough. And look at this. They're going to run into multiple teams right in this area, and it's not looking good for Laundry. They are definitely in the thick of it. Wherever they go, they have multiple teams in their area. So not a healthy type of situation you want to be in, especially in the vehicle. People can hear it loud and clear, and they're going to chase you down and try to take you out. So let's see what Laundry can do. There's still a lot of other situations happening in the map. It's not just these two teams. It just so happens that BTS finds themselves, as they were chasing down Laundry, with the Maniacs underneath them. So right now we could see Maniacs versus BTS. Some great teams that we've seen. We know Maniacs just won the last game, and BTS has been a top tier team for our tournaments. And man, it's still very early. People want to get their points, but they also don't want to lose the game by being too aggressive. And we will see what happens here. Again, I personally just want to see the top teams fight, like Big right here, another team who knows that they're eligible to win it all. They have match point and they can win. And UMP and Big are both overly comfortable. Speaking of that, oh my goodness, I jinxed UMP. They are in a fight right now. And man, they are going up against SOP. That's not a good team to go against because they are pretty solid group with some amazing players on their team, and it could be deadly for them. And right now, UMP somehow survived that fight, backed off, and now picking off shots, trying to hurt Smash Brothers from below. So it's pretty interesting stuff. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And speaking of you gotta love it, Smash Bros have 21 points. So it's not like they're a random team with a cool name. They actually have been putting in some work. They're close to the 50-point mark. And UMP's already at match point. So sometimes that can hurt you because you start playing passive and you're not playing as aggressive. But it looks like UMP is confident.
Yeah, definitely confident, and looks like they are pushing a little bit.
Yep. That's what you want. You want to...
They're above and Super Smash is below.
Exactly. And that's what you want right there, is stay in control, force teams to get away from you, but put in some damage to get your shield up. When the round ends, you get closer and closer to having top tier shields, and then you're ready for the final ring to fight off anybody and win the game. So, you know, it's easier said than done. That's why we commentate, right? Make it sound easy. These people that commentate sometimes like, oh well, I don't know why you didn't do that. It's like, come on, man. Why don't you do that? Let me see what you could do. And it's tough. You got great teams like Seven Sins right now, actually putting in some work right outside here. Also in a battle. There's multiple teams right here at the Rift, so it's gonna get pretty interesting. Superman trying to survive Seven Sins, and it is definitely something special here with these Seven Sins who've been performing very well in previous tournaments, and they're still in the fight. Who knows what could happen? Super early. There's still a lot to go from here. And speaking of go from here, I want to take a second and look at what is happening with Team Big. They're literally camping in a room. He's on the bed. He's next to a plant. And ladies and gentlemen, this is, we do not shame people for this, okay? We understand you're about to win this game. You don't need to prove how good you are. You've passed 50. As a matter of fact, Big, this team here, they have 80 points above everybody else. They're the best team. You can't deny that they haven't performed well. So taking this quick second to acknowledge sometimes ratting it out is the right answer. As you can see, all three members are hanging out, just chilling at the gardens, looking really spiffy for the game, close enough to the action. Speaking of action, we're going to take a look at BTS once again, always in the thick of things. Man, if they get this game off really good and they can get good placement also, they might end up at hitting that 50 mark if they can stop Big and UMP.
Yeah, everybody needs to know Big. They gotta take them down. Though they hiding out, I think they're waiting for the end. It might be a duel between UMP and Big at the end if they're probably both trying to ride the wave.
I would love that. That it would be cool. I would love it. Just a perfect scenario. See the one you envy is our scoreboard leader, coming and dropping a little commentary, and definitely the teams that are playing have to know that they still got a chance to win this. This isn't about. And speaking of that, we're gonna go take a look at UMP. They're pushing another team. I love the fact that they're being aggressive. This shows that they can win it all. The more aggressive they can be while knowing they can win it all, it showcases that they have confidence and they're still in a rhythm of fighting. So I love it right now. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, what See the One You Envy was discussing is the two teams that are eligible to win doesn't mean that they're the only teams that could win this. If the teams eliminate them, then they have a chance to take it to the next game. And this will be insane for everybody playing, because then it means we are going to have more teams with the chance to win it all. So at the moment right now, we're looking at BTS trying to take in some action right now, doing a good job suppressing Minty Maniacs. And these two teams have been amazing for our tournaments. Minty Maniacs coming in last week, and then BTS consistently during our tournaments for a while now and doing really good overall. And it looks like we're gonna get some fights at the Garden right before we move in to the final ring here.
And Mag, what I gotta say is it's kind of crazy right now, because you got Big, camping out over there, and then you got BTS and Minty Maniacs over to, it looks like, the east, and then you got this care package that just dropped in. So it's just a bunch of craziness that's getting ready to happen. It looks like they've come out of their camping area as well.
Exactly. And man, it's dangerous when the players who are at the top are aggressive, because you can tell how good they were, 20 plus kills on the first game. And so imagine when they get serious and they start to push the pace here and everybody's in the battle. And speaking of the battle, and there it is. Big time trouble for Team Big. They get scanned, and there's multiple teams zooming in on them right now. Not just one, but multiple teams. They're on the edge of the ring. They can rotate around and try to just get safe, or they can stay there and stand their ground. Either way is good as long as it works out. And that's kind of how life works, right? It's like, I made a decision, it was terrible. I made a decision, it was great. Yay! It happens. And right now they're deciding to take the fight, and they're going to push the Maniacs a bit, but that's not enough to push them back. They didn't take them out or anything. They just gave them some love taps, griefing them, trying to keep them away. They're right underneath them. It's not safe. And at the moment, Maniacs only have 2 players, so maybe it is a little safe for them. So we'll see what Big does here with this situation. And they are taking shots at each other. And here it is. Big is going to be the one aggressive. They're pushing the pace, and this is what I'm talking about. Championship play, not being afraid. They decided to push before Minty could push, and they take out one of Minty's players completely, and now Minty only has 1 left. Oh my goodness, UMP is right here with Big, and these 2 teams are about to go at it, and they back off. They back off. Wow, I thought it was gonna happen. UMP decides to back off. Man, if they took that fight, it would have been the 2 eligible champions to win it all. This is the fight you want to see if we can get it. Interesting stuff early on instead of at the late game when it's almost over. There's still 10 teams here, but we're going to stay with these 2 teams, and we're going to hope that we can see something incredible from both. I'm happy with just a great performance so far. They've both done well. You give them credit where credit's due for what they've been able to do. in this event so far. Game 4, possibly the final game if one of these two teams can stay alive. And Team Big staying in charge, holding up the highest point in the gardens, but their map is closing on them on this next part. They're going to have to rotate. Instead of rotating, look at what their decision is. They want to push these two teams, UMP right next door, and not give UMP a chance to win it all. This could be an amazing decision, but the problem is it's UMP, Fraggers, Big, and Laundry all in these. I'm sorry, yeah, UMP, Fraggers, and Big all in this area. It can get crazy scary because there's going to be a third party automatically. And so far so good for the champions as far as winning a lot. UMP and Big staying alive somehow, and it's looking like Big did the right thing. They're gonna rotate to the rift and just stay alive, and they got a player down, so they're gonna try to revive them and hope they can survive. They're getting hit pretty hard by UMP. Oh my goodness, the two teams that are eligible to win it all are at it right now. And using the portal was the smartest decision that they could have done here. And rotating a little bit. And Big is trying to revive their teammate. And here it is, they're getting hit. UMP about to take out Team Big so that they can be the only eligible team to win it all. Insane. And it's not just them. There's multiple teams in this whole area, guys. Big just fighting for their lives to stay alive in this situation with two of their players down and can't revive their teammates' banners. This is it right here.
I just don't feel like the move that Big is making right now, where he kind of went after the team, but now he's going back to get the banner. Oh, he needs to get out of there.
Getting hit with a gimme bubble as he tries to heal. Can he get it off before it finishes? He does.
Oh, he
wow.
does, yeah.
If somehow they come back and stay alive in this situation, that'll be insane right now. But man, Fraggers is still in the building. There's plenty of teams that can score big and make it to the championship eligibility to finish this off. It's still very early, but man, Big is hurting with two players down. They still haven't revived their player, and then here goes the last fight. Ooh, good stuff by Give. Give is doing really good staying alive by himself, ratting it out, but his teammates are down, and he has to get their banners ASAP so he can somehow stay alive. Wraith, one of the best legends since the beginning, still showcasing she can survive. But man, this is it right there. UMP eliminating the threat. They are the only team eligible to win it all on this game. But if the other, there it is. Oh my goodness. I jinxed them, folks. We are going to game 5. This is what you want to see. Incredible stuff right there. And now Laundromat and Fraggers taking control, looting up on the dead teams who had the chance to win it. Guess what that means, folks? Everybody in the lobby still has hope. This next game will be an incredible one with multiple teams maxing out. Man, it is crazy right now. I wonder how many teams will pass 50 and be eligible to win it all on the next game. This is what I love about these tournaments. It's always a wild finish. And man, great stuff by all of these teams so far. It's looking like Maniacs is just ratting it out in the corner. Humble sitting pretty. They are advancing to be eligible already with the amount of kills and points they picked up. They already had 49. And then this round, they've scored a lot more. BTS also had some players who scored really good, so they'll be able to most likely reach 50. And the Fraggers are still in this with multiple kills as well. They'll be having 50. Man, insane. So now we're just watching to see who can collect these points and not allow other teams to get it. And as I say that, Laundromat cleaning up all that dirty laundry, making sure they stay in charge of their situation. And they're sitting pretty with two players, but still confident and humble. And they're coming downhill, and this is not good. This is a tough spot. Humble gonna crack them really good with a Gibby bombardment and more. They're pushing the pace right now, trying to wipe them out with the last two teams. Can it happen? It looks like Humble's gonna take this pretty easily with only two teams, and it looks like Laundromat only has one. And here it is for the finale. Great stuff by Team Humble. Amazing finish. And folks, we're going to game 5. You heard it here first. Game 5 happening shortly, all because both teams that were eligible to win it all got eliminated, and we got blessed with another round. I am your host, Mad Gamer. This is Court Battle Studios presenting to you Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series. And man, it's been an honor and a privilege. We're gonna showcase the leaderboards in a minute. We're gonna reset the servers, get the teams in the new servers, and finish this off. Top tier materials. Nobody has won yet. It's still anybody's game. Do not fall asleep on what is happening. It is still anybody's game. It is an incredible display from these teams to be able to survive the situation. Just insane to me, and we are excited to bring it to you guys. So stick around. It's not over yet. It is not over yet. I repeat, pay close attention. We're going to game 5 right after this break. Welcome to Apex Legends by Court Battle League. We have a tournament series where everybody is invited to join. Whether you're PC or console, you can enter these tournaments and have a chance to advance and get into our championship series. The tournament is based off of you guys. We have events every single week for you to enter for free right through our Discord. Head over there, check out the information. Feel free to contact me, Mad Gamer, and I will gladly help you out on how to get involved with this amazing community. And these tournaments have been a blast to organize and cast. So you're looking at the roadmap for our tournament series. The roadmap has many dates. Every single week we will have tournaments. So we don't have these dates here for you, but if you head to our Discord, you can check out our schedule and see when you can enter in our next events. These events are community events, meaning everybody is welcome to join. From here, you will be entering to compete to get into the majors. Just to take a quick look, closer look, these community events are for everyone, and they have a chance to enter into our majors. The details about our community events are pretty simple. It's open to the public. Players can sign up and compete and hope to make it through this qualifier so that they can get into the majors. You wonder what the majors are. These are where only the top teams are able to enter. So once you win the community events, you will automatically be entered and advance to the majors. Majors will have an invite-only process. Moving on is after you make it into the majors, if you can win that, you will go into the championship rounds. These rounds are amazing with top tier teams and players. Only the best of the best and the winners of our majors will be able to compete in the championship rounds. This is going to be something that Court Battle League is excited to bring to you guys, and we can't wait to see who gets crowned the Champions Legacy. Taking a step back and looking at all of the roadmap, you, the community from here, will have a chance to compete in our tournaments to get into the majors. The majors will be announced sometime in July, and we will have you guys ready to go for the championships in August. So far, it's been an exciting time, and we have a lot more in store for you guys with this event, and we hope you enjoy our tournaments as they go on. This video will be used for the community to understand exactly what we have to offer. Once again, everybody is welcome to join these. They are every single week. They are free on every platform. If you have any questions, head over to the Discord, get all the information you need, and join us as we enjoy Apex Legends together. As your commissioner and your caster, this is Mad Gamer thanking you, and we hope you enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Man, it is insane. I can't believe what I'm seeing. We're going to game 5, first of all. Anybody watching, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We are still at it. And my gosh, take a look for yourself. I don't need to say anything. I'm just gonna let it sit for a little while. Just take a look. Okay, I was gonna be quiet, but I can't be quiet. There's 8 teams eligible to win it all. 8 teams for a chance to win right now. But guess what? The other teams still can ruin it and take them all out. We're gonna take a look at all the teams that are eligible to win. UMP, Team Big, Team Humble, BTS, Laundromat, Minty Maniacs, Fraggers, and SOP all have a chance to win the whole event right now. You talk about insanity at its finest. This is what I love. I think I designed it perfectly. We saw what the ALGS did, and it's the right way to do it, where there is no multiplier. But that is for $2.5 million. These tournaments we want to have once every day, if we can, multiple times a week. So we give it to you within a 3-hour span or something like that, or 4 hours at most. And pretty much making it very exciting with everybody having a chance to compete and win. So the multiplier makes it so that multiple teams have a chance to catch up. Right now, the teams that are on the bottom of the brackets, they're not done. They're not finished. I promise you, if it goes to a game 6, which is very difficult to do, then we will see one of these other teams come right up there and have the eligibility to reach match point. If you don't know what match point is, we broke down it on the video earlier. If you're just watching now, pretty much teams are trying to get to 50. Every team past 50 has to win the next game. All right, if you're past 50, you are eligible to win it all, but the only way to win is by getting first place on a match. So all of these teams that I just named, with SOP, Fraggers, Maniacs, Laundromat Cartel, BTS, Humble, Team Big, and UMP, all have a chance to close this bad boy out and get it done. I did my job. I gave you what you wanted, guys. Are you not entertained? There's nothing more I can do for you as the host and the organizer. This is it right here. The teams who are not in the 50 have to come in very aggressive. Take every fight. Finish these teams off, because they're going to hide out. They're going to probably try to wait and see who has what it takes. Your job is to come hunt them down. If you want this game to extend and for you to have a chance to win, you have to hunt them down. 8 teams in the lobby that are bounties on their heads right now. We're putting a bounty on their heads. Right? So this is your moment, your chance to come back and make this even more interesting. I don't think we've ever had a game 6. So usually the average says this next game might be it. But if somehow one of these teams in the lower bracket have a chance to get in there and ruin it by eliminating everybody else, that is the question of the day. We're going to see if there is a team that is that strong to be able to do so. Still very early. We're going to get this lobby going once all the players come back and get into their spots and get rocking. Very excited to bring this to you guys. We are so blessed with such a great community, and man, I love it. And we're going to just talk about the format so you can understand it if you haven't seen it. Show this to you guys right now. Let's talk format. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has a very unique format. It is called Match Point, a system that Respawn themselves created for their tournaments. We decided to take that format and add some extra twists to bring more excitement for the community. I'm going to break it down into details to help you understand exactly what to expect. 20 teams will enter into our private lobbies to play Battle Royale. Teams will be facing each other to reach and score 50 points. Once they reach 50 points, that threshold makes them eligible for a chance to win the next game. The way they get to 50 is through placement points and elimination points. Placement points are as follows, as you see on the screen. First place gets 12, second gets 9, third place gets 7, etc., etc. Elimination points are where we add multipliers. The first round, each kill will be 1 point. On the second round, it'll go up to 2. In the third round, it'll go up to 3. As you can tell, each round will boost the number of points you get per elimination, adding more excitement. When a team does reach 50, when they reach the threshold for match point, they are eligible to win the whole game. But the only way they can win is if they place first place after reaching 50. So your team wants to get high placement and as many kills as possible to make it there. The exciting part is, as the rounds progress, kills are worth more points, and they will give other teams chances to catch up if they can perform well. There can only be one winner in this tournament. This isn't a highest score match. This is who can reach 50 and then become first place winners of the
Ladies
next
and gentlemen,
match after reaching 50.
boys and girls, we are
This is the
officially
format, and we hope
making it happen. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying this event as we are broadcasting on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and you name it, 27 platforms at the same time right now. Some of these guys put me on their front page. Thank you very much for you low-key platforms. Of course, Twitch is where we're going to be at long term, and of course YouTube and all these other places for you guys. But man, I'm excited because this is game 5 with incredible just possibilities. This is what best word that I can use right now. The possibilities are literally endless. It is going to be insane, the amount of combat that you're going to see between teams who can win. 8 teams in this private server here that can actually win it all. 8 teams, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 8. All right, so get ready for an insane finish. We decided to bring it back to Olympus because it's really a fight night. It's a fight night, guys. We're in game 5 with 8 teams eligible to win it all right now. And man, I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers, Sway. I don't have the answers, but we're going to see who does, because these teams all know what to do. It's not like they're new to this, and they've been at it for a while. And man, I'm excited because even teams like, for example, Shadow Rats, who are probably not at the top at the moment, but guess what? They're right there. They're on the verge of being able to win it. All they need is one good game and for the rest of the teams to be eliminated. So let's just say your favorite team isn't eligible. That is fine. You know why? Because other teams can ruin the fun for the teams that are eligible to win it all. So your job right now is to root for your team, hope that they can do some things, and it's going to be a lot of crazy action as we go in this situation, and we'll take a look throughout the maps. Speaking of area, we already see a couple of teams landing in Rift, so there could be some deadly situations over there, and
That's what you want to see with these teams. Action, baby, action. And we're taking a look at right now the Laundromat trying to make a move and trying to stay in the fight. These guys are eligible to win it all. They just took some damage from a team and they're trying to stay alive in the fight. They had a team on the run here. The Maniacs decided to get out of that scenario. And it is beautiful when it comes to the possibilities here. Almost every single top team performing very well, but there's still a lot of great teams who aren't eligible yet, you know. And there's a multiplier now, 5 points per elimination. So anytime you get a kill, it'll be 5 points for you, which is really good. And man, it is insane the amount of stuff to keep up with on who's who and who goes down, because 8 teams have a chance to win it all on this. So if you're rooting for your team and they're not eligible, you better root for all these teams to go down and for them not to be at the final ring when the drama begins for the finale.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is what the one you envy lives for. 8 teams fighting for the championship.
Exactly, 8 teams, and they're all eligible and they all have great performances so far, but it doesn't matter unless you win it all. And if you're not first place, then you will lose this game. So it doesn't matter how good, how many kills you get, if you're, you know, great movement, or look at this trick shot, or any of this silly stuff. It's all about the wins for the finale of the tournament. And it's interesting because right now not a lot of teams are fighting each other, and I think this is just because they know they have a chance to win it all. And let's look at Team Supermen, who are 24 points. This one game, they can get a couple kills and place high enough and end up with 50. But the problem with that, all of these teams are having, like Bearcats, for example, is that they got to get out of the lower brackets and into the 50-point mark while eliminating all 8 teams that are eligible. And we're going to take a look at Minty Maniacs as they rotate comfortably. And this is not only just a rotate. The thing I love about Valkyrie is that she can scout everywhere. So you can actually see where to rotate to, because you know where the enemies are. And you're like, let me rotate left. There's too many teams on the right side. And all of a sudden, you got a really nice position and great setup for what you're doing. And overall, you got to love Valkyrie for that, at least. If you're one of those guys that get mad about people who play her, I do play her. I love her. She's one of my top 5 right now. And it is looking good. BTS, another team's eligible to win. Very comfortable, sitting up top, trying to hold down Hydro. It's a pretty good place to be. A lot of decent loot. Can be some really good situations going on. Retribution, a team who needs to score big, and they don't even have to win. They can win us over. They can win our viewers' heart if they can eliminate a couple of the teams that are eligible to win it all. That would be incredible. But again, easier said than done. As a caster, I can talk about probabilities and make it sound easy. All you got to do is go push them, bro. Just get them. But it's harder to do when you're in the game, because your decisions, every decision will matter for you and your teams. You can get your team killed, or you possibly get that win off of that type of scenario. Let's take a quick look here at UMP. They're doing the right thing, trying to rotate deeper into the circle, and this is a winning mentality. You want to get as deep as you can, get some good high ground, grief a lot of teams to upgrade your armor, keep positions that you know are best, and just stop teams from rotating towards you, forcing them to rotate away, or just keeping them back nonstop. Some of the greatest teams take on multiple teams. They have a high ground spot, and they'll just have one guy picking off one team, pushing them back, another guy pushing another, and just beautiful display. So who knows how this works out? There's a lot of teams. These first rounds are still very early, and you don't know how it's going to play out. And right now, Superman, number 10 with 24 points, are getting griefed, and they're trying to figure out what is happening here. The team Retribution, trying to stay in this fight, see what they could do against Supermen. And SOP literally having 50 points, being eligible to win it all. This team has played in this tournament before, and they've been really great. And today we see them with the chance to win, but it ain't that easy. Again, you have multiple teams eligible, so everybody's gonna play to win, and you have the teams trying to stop you from winning it all so they can keep this tournament alive, so that us, the viewers, can enjoy it, but they can get the win themselves. And they are checking out some teams to try to grief. And the team to beat, the team who performed very well and won 2 in a row to start this tournament, Team Big, hasn't been able to win. Since game 3, they were eligible to win it all. They didn't win game 3 or game 4. And now they're in game 5, hoping that that turns around and they change the way they play. Sometimes the way you play doesn't always work out, depending on the lobby, depending on rotations, how the other teams are placed, could cost you big. And I
No
love
pun intended.
what was that? Blowback ladies with us, by the way.
Yeah. No pun intended. You said it could cost us big.
So the factor here for me with, for example, BTS, these guys are some of the best, right? But the problem is it's hard to predict how to play when you're playing competitively. Most teams are predictable. You kind of know what everybody likes to do, most of the efficient way to play. But then in these lobbies where it's just a lot of people, anybody's eligible to play in these, sometimes it's like people playing in pubs, and they'll come in aggressive and do something crazy that you wouldn't expect a pro team to do, but you're not playing against pros sometimes, and these guys would just do something wild. And we've seen it in the ALGS, and that's why some of those teams were successful, rocking a Revenant, which is popular for most professional tournaments, and that was successful. People rocking Loba in the late game, being able to have any type of gear and weapons at all times is really, really important and really critical. That being said, you never know. A lot of these teams are going to be ratting it out, and we're going to see what happens in these situations where everybody's taking it easy. As you could tell, slow pace right now, and I'm okay with that, guys. I don't mind this because it's all strategic. And as you see, talking about strategic, Fraggers trying to pick off Team Bearcats, and they actually take out one of their players, and that's tough right there. The Bearcats losing another player, only with one player. The Bearcats are 15th so far, but they have a chance to go up and score here. They only got one player left, and it's not looking good for them. Fraggers doing good there to get their damage in for their shields and handle their business. And as we speak, Team Big staying at the edge of the map right here in Bonsai, which is a really good thing that I always talk about to people, is you can be in the center of the ring and do great, or you can hit the edges and have protection from other teams third partying you. So it's kind of a weird place out, but it can work very well if you do it proper. And as I say that, it looks like Big is about to get into a fight with Team Humble, 2 top tier teams. That is the second place team right now versus the third place team. So both teams are incredible, and they're about to go at it right now. Let's take a quick look at Team Humble and see what type of decisions they're going to make here. It's looking like Big wants to fight. Team Humble getting one player taken down already. Not so good. And man, it is a dangerous situation, but Big is going for the push. They're going to get in there and try to get a little bit of aggressive, and there it is, starting to put in the work necessary to take down one of Humble's players. Being very aggressive here. You love that from Big. Even though they're eligible to win, they want to
push the pace, and Humble also eligible to win, so they don't want to give up this chance. This is their moment to shine and to become one of the best and create their own legacy. And that's why this is called Champions Legacy. You're creating, the community is creating their legacy as we go, building these tournaments up to the championships to see who truly is the champion. And so far, so good by Big. They took out 2 of Humble's players completely, and there's only clarity. I don't know how much clarity he will have against this full team, but we are going to find out shortly. And what's wild about it, right next door, Team UMP can smell blood in the water, and they might be willing to put up a fight. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But as you can see, Laundromat also hearing the shots fired and trying to get in on the action. This is the one thing about Battle Royale, and specifically Apex. Once you hear some shots, if you're a great team, you try to get in position to third party it and to just grief them. Even if you don't kill a player, the damage you do is upgrading your shield and putting fear in the hearts of the teams in that area. So great stuff by Laundromat, just getting a little bit of fights in there as they go. And the Maniacs about to get into it with BTS. Folks, Maniacs and BTS are both eligible to win it all. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. We're going to see what they decide to do. And here it is right here. Maniacs putting in some work, doing really good right there on the first exchange, but nobody's down. So it's a full 3-on-3 situation. And the Gibby bombardment comes in. It looks like Maniacs are going to hold back and stay alive off of that. Heal up and prep for the fight. See what type of decisions they will make. BTS deciding to rotate, saying they want to get out of here and win this game, which is the right move. You're not here to prove you can fight. You already did that throughout all of these fights, and now your job is to try to win it all. So don't take a fight if you don't need to. SOP going ahead and doing some work in this area, while Superman walking right by Minty Maniacs. There's a lot going on in this area, and this is what you want to see from teams. And it looks like Minty Maniac wants to get his teammate back, but man, he doesn't know there's 3 teams in this area, and he's all alone right here. Supermen are only 24 points in, so they don't have the chance to win this round unless they stack up on kills or placement and try to get to 50. And he is getting torched here by Minty Maniacs, slowly picking them apart there. They doing a really good job. He's still alive. And wow, Team Humble is completely wiped out of the match. Thank you for that information, Envy. And that's good for those who want to keep this lobby alive. There's still plenty of teams in here to win it all, so don't sleep on that. And look at this, BTS trying to score some points, even though they got the win. They want to clear out the shop here. Doing a good job taking out Super Men. And now Humble Aces, if they can get revenge on Team Humble, this team is not eligible to win it all. They have 4 points at the moment, which is pretty low, one of the lowest in the lobby. But they can grief this team and be the hero if they can find a way to take out one of the winning teams, which they're shooting at UMP right now, the top team with 96 points. UMP has a chance to win. They've been hot these last 3 games, and they can easily stay hot here as they go forward. So who knows what could happen with these guys. They're probably not going to take this fight fully. They don't want to commit to it, which makes sense. Right now, there's only 8 teams left, guys. If we take a quick look, a lot of teams left to win it all. Oh my goodness. Literally every team. This is it. This is it, guys. Every team in the lobby that's left has a chance to win it all.
Whoa, except for Humble Ace.
Oh yeah.
Except for Humble Aces, they could still win this. You know?
Okay, so we're rooting for Humble Ace. If you want this match to continue, then you will hope and pray that Humble Aces somehow finds a way to beat the rest of the 7 teams.
Listen, all they have to do is wait it out. Wait it out, let them kill each other, and then just swoop in and get the last, team out.
It's
and
doable.
win.
I've done it on a ranked in platinum by myself plenty of times when my teammates die, and I just gotta wait it out for the last fight. So it's definitely possible, and they're doing a good thing here though. They're picking off teams if they can. He has a Kraber. We're all rooting for Humble Aces. If they go down, that means there's gonna be a winner automatically. So I'm gonna pay attention to them for a little bit here, but it's looking like Big wants to take them out. They're pushing them a little bit. Even UMP's also pushing them. So pretty much this is like close to winning lobby. It looks like Big getting hit pretty hard. They got pushed right there, and they're finding their way through the rotation. But look at that great stuff by Fraggers. Fraggers taking out Big right there, hurting them.
Cartels are out and Big.
Exactly. So it's almost over here. It's probably going to be the grand finale. You got a couple teams sitting comfortable, like Maniacs right here in Bonsai. Right below them, BTS sitting very comfortable. Humble Aces, the only team that's not eligible to win. If they win, then we go to game 6. Which would be crazy. I've never seen that so far in this tournament. Game 6, it would be bananas. But at the moment, it's looking like UMP's hurting really bad. They walked into the wrong situation, and BTS wants to finish that. BTS is sitting comfortable. They all have purple shields. They're in a good position. Besides the guys above them, they don't have much to worry about. And it's looking like Fraggers also are pretty good. It's only 3 teams fully decked out outside of Humble Aces that are eligible to win. And Humble Aces, man, they're just trying to get aggressive here. They really want to try to showcase that they have what it takes. And man, they are starting to push this pace, and it's going down. Fraggers are trying to survive this. I don't know if they can, man. It's insane. And they actually wipe out Team Humble. That means, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna have a winner. Whoever's left in this lobby, which is Maniacs, which is Fraggers, BTS, and UMP. One team will win this tournament today. Guaranteed. And look at this. UMP getting hit pretty hard, but surviving the situation. And Fraggers are right next door, about to get third party by the Maniacs. BTS underneath the Maniacs. And man, everybody's trying to get in the building. It's going to be a wild finish. It looks like the Maniacs have the high ground and the best position, but once team starts pushing up there, it's going to get very crazy for them as they go. And actually, speaking of that, they have to get out of this top high ground and get into the fight. And it's not a good rotation that they have right now, but we'll see if they can survive it. They're getting the bombardment from Gibby, and I don't think this is going to be the best scenario for them. They're barely going to make it out of this. They're going to get hurt pretty bad from that bombardment. Somehow they survive it decently here, deep in the corner. Fraggers sitting up high, very comfortable with only 4 teams left. There's a winner. It's going to happen next, guys. This is it, the grand finale. Fraggers look like the best position at the moment. It looks like Minty put themselves in a bad spot. I like what BTS is doing, sitting comfortable outside, just waiting for these teams to try to push and seeing if they can take this fight, using the Gibby bubble as their protection. And now they're going to use the enemy's Gibby bubble and hopefully take out UMP here if they can. UMP with 2 players left, still sitting strong. BTS going to go ahead and push this. Sitting comfortable, guys. Sitting very comfortable. A little too comfortable. They got to push BTS, UMP, if they want to try to win this fight. And they're reviving their teammate while getting pushed. And man, BTS staying strong during that push. And when you survive that type of situation, it also builds confidence and it puts adrenaline in you for the next play. And right now they're at the edge of the map, but they got to get into the ring here. And they're going to make their rotation. Is it worth it? Is it going to work? And oh my God, they bump into UMP in this last fight. And they're in a bubble fight. I love it. So far, so good. It's a 2-on-2 situation.
UMP getting hit. Only 3 teams left. BTS right there, surviving somehow. It's looking like UMP getting smashed right here. 1-on-1, folks. BTS.
Frag still full though. And they're getting ready to come in after them.
Exactly. So Frags might be the champions for tonight, and they'll advance to the majors. Oh my goodness, they're taking out any leftover food out there, guys. They're fragging like a fragger would. Are you fragging kidding me? And here it is, the push, the third party getting Valkyrie to get out there. Last team left, only 1 player.
Get that Valkyrie.
There it is. The Fraggers win and advance to the majors. Incredible stuff by them. Congratulations to the Fraggers, and thank you to all the players. What an insane finish. Smart move. The third party finish is exactly how Battle Royale should be. This is what it's made for and what it was designed for. Great stuff. Thank you so much, Blowback Lady, for the commentary.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Cool. We can't wait for Saturday to have your tournament. I'm going to display it right now. Any words to anybody you want to talk about your tournament on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hype. I'm really excited about everybody being there, and some of these teams that displayed their skills today are going to be there as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing them compete in my tournament. And thank you very much, Mag, for supporting us and giving my community the opportunity to do a tournament in a private tournament lobby.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. You've been doing it for a while. It's nothing new. So thank you for keeping up that energy. And we're going to see you on Saturday or maybe tomorrow. Who knows if you got time? I know you're busy. But we'll definitely see you Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for everybody. Guys, this is just the beginning. Tomorrow at the same time, we're going to have another tournament. And then Saturdays, we'll have 2 tournaments for you guys. So if you were hyped about this event, you can come on back tomorrow, then you can come back on Saturday at 1 p.m. and then Saturday at 8 p.m. It's going to be a lot of games for this week. The community's been demanding it, and I've responded. We've given you 4 in a row, back to back to back to back to back to back. I would like to thank Blowback Lady for the commentary. We are going to break a couple of other things down and just talk about what we saw. Congratulating the one and only Fraggers, coming in hot, doing the job. They did what they said their name was. They fragged, and they did it well. And man, it was a great display of waiting for the right time to third party a situation. You go too early, both teams have a lot of health. They'll take you out possibly. You get beamed by both teams, it can be bad. If you go too late, they'll shield swap, and it is not good either. But today was incredible by Team Fraggers, doing the right thing and bringing the pain to these teams. Oh man, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. It's been a blast. Listen, we are just getting started. We still got more to go. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little camera so you can see my pretty self for a quick second. We can talk about the grand finale and what's next. Besides this week, all of July we will have tournaments. We are going to be getting into the majors and announcing them in July, and then we're going to announce the championships, of course, that happen in August, so that you can win it all and become the champion. And being the champion, you're creating your legacy as we go. As a community, we're coming together, building this legacy together. All right, so win or lose, you are family. We appreciate you. We're thankful for all the players who play. Personally, I'm grateful for See the One You Envy, who is my scorekeeper, which hopefully will get to show you the final scores on how it all works. But it wasn't just about the final scores. We had the champions, the Fraggers, who came through and showed you exactly what it means to be the best for tonight.
Nice.
Now they move on to the majors, but you can go ahead and move on tomorrow and compete again to try to win it all, because guess what, it ain't over. All right, one champion after the other until we have all champions facing each other, competing to see who is the best of the best. It's going to be exciting. I'm humbled to be your host, to be your caster, to be your organizer, manager,
customer service, you name it, designer, and everything that I do for you guys. You're welcome to be a part of this family. Go into our Discord and get involved. We have a lot more in store. It's just the beginning. I haven't taken the time to try to look for everything that we need to do when it comes to building this organization. We will get some investors. We will get some partnerships and sponsors. I haven't looked into the ones that I wanted yet. There's been some offers, but we have to take it slow, take it one step at a time, and see what's best overall for everybody. All right. So you are welcome here. This is your home. This is our home. And man, we made it a beautiful home, didn't we? We
sure
made it
did.
a beautiful.
We sure
And Envy
did,
on the mic.
scores are
Thank
in.
you, Envy, for coming by and helping with the score.
Yeah, the scores are in.
And the scores are in, as she says. So let's take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Wow. First and foremost, fraggers automatically win because they finished the game. Once you pass 50, the rest of this is more about showboating, bragging rights, and also a way for you to possibly be invited to the majors because you scored a lot of points. So teams like UMP, Team Big, Laundromat, BTS, Humble, if they continue to play in these tournaments, it keeps stacking up these points, and we will be able to take it to the next level and get them involved for the future. So keep it up, keep it going. Congratulations to all of the teams who've played, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as you can going forward. We're about to end this thing, man. 3 hours in. We're doing good with timing, guys. It's been a pleasure and an honor to host this. We will catch you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the next matches.